seems...
Sassy Chap Games.
Date everything.
Oh, that voice. Fuck that. Fuck off, please. Alright. We got 3 hearts for the day. How many people do we gotta realize? That's right, we left off on 64, my favorite number. Do we have anything else in this room? Would Lucinda be as lovely if she wasn't added last minute? Good point. Actually, that's right. Where would let me check. Looks like I've done everything in this room. Except for Hector. Wait. Didn't think so. Weird done here. Let's go to... We can get a lot. We can get a lot done here today. Let's do our Cleopatra.
My darling, you've come to take in the sight of your rapturous lover?
She's got actual music now.
Or did you want to hear my concerto once more?
Are you ready to be realized?
Alive? I suppose I can give it a try. Have you practiced?
Practice just enough.
Maestro, please.
The spectral energy flows through your date viators, and what was once merely a piano becomes...
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Keys is beautifully human, but she doesn't seem all that excited. She looks down at her body with a calculating gaze.
I stand here, alive. Being human is very...
Keys claps her hands, stomps her feet, and sings a few notes.
unmusical.
Unmusical. Oh. Sorry, Keys.
It is of no importance, because I can dedicate these fingers of mine to their highest function, the keys.
Keys sits down at the piano she just moments ago inhabited and begins to play.
Yes, yes!
Talk about a new definition of playing with yourself. How about we make sweet music with our lips as well?
Absolutely we may. But only with you on top of the piano.
Somewhat ungainfully, you climb on top of the baby grand and kiss Keys as she tickles her own ivories. The accompaniment she plays ebbs and swells with the love between you both, creating a divine music that underscores each and every feeling, each and every breath. It is divine. Sadly, even Keys tires of playing the single piano in your household, and she moves out to do something even grander. She quickly plays every piano she sees, finding more and more acclaim as a concert pianist without even
Hey,
trying
babe.
very hard.
Welcome in. How goes it? How's the jewelry coming in? And what's up, people on TikTok here? What kind of cart? Sour apples is what I'm working with today. At least on this one. I have another one that's wedding cake, another one that's cherry, and another one that I don't remember. And a pineapple. I got a lot. Anyway, how you doing today? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone Saturday?
But being on stage with merely one piano was not enough for her.
I'm going to surround myself with pianos and surround the world with me.
I love that. Got a gelato. Ooh, nice. I also got a cinnamon pancakes by my bed and a pink watermelon, too.
Keys buys a grand mansion on a rocky outcrop with 10 rooms, each dedicated to a different type of keyboard instrument. Piano, clavichord, spinet, harpsichord, organ.
Did I okay, I'll admit I missed the last couple lines. Did she somehow just get a fuck ton of money? How the hell is she affording this?
And quickly sets up a variety of streaming equipment to give seminars, concerts, and music appreciation lectures daily, inspiring a generation of musicians and concert-goers into the deep and wonderful world of symphonic music.
Again, molto vivace.
All right. There we go. Now things will be here. Should I do Maggie? Abel, Rainy, Abel. I can't do Michelin because he hates me. We can do Kopi. No, let's do the Magician, actually.
Oh, my little bunny. I am always pleased to see you appear.
You know, I forgot everything about you because we only had one interaction with you and somehow made you fall in love with us right away. But, I can't wait to make you human.
Ha! Now you are the one playing tricks. For if you truly meant it, if you truly meant that you were going to realize me and make me human, well, then this would be the most exciting day of my whole existence.
To a Tectone? Really? That's really sweet of you to say. I don't know who Tectone is, but I'm assuming that they're also awesome.
And when I woke up this morning, I was by no means prepared to have the most exciting day of my existence. So,
Well, let's get prepared, because it's happening.
by all the holy starch and pleats, yes! Let's do this! Ultimate magic trick begins!
Okay, here we go.
Abracadabra! I, Ronaldini!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a fold-out ironing board becomes...
You got a real bunny!
I, Ronaldini, the single greatest magician, writer, Canadian alive!
You are truly ready to take... Ooh, now I really want to be locked in a dark room with you.
Ah, my love, my truest little bunny. I happen to have such a closet set aside for us. Would you care to step inside and
Specifically a closet.
make some magic of our own?
Yes. I'm feeling magical already.
You and I, Ronaldini, repair to the closet. In truth, it's not a closet at all, but a sumptuously decorated bedroom full of candles, silk, velvet, and the delicate scent of roses. He caresses you. He fools and delights your senses with elegant displays of sleight of hand, and more than a few tricks you have never seen before. He tickles your intellect with riddles and stories of his now more appreciated homeland of Saskatchewan. He is delighted and tickled in turn by you, by your inquisitive fingers, by your adventurous and loving spirit. By evening's end, you realize that indeed, some magic is quite real.
Love that. Gotcha. I'll definitely keep him in mind for sure. Dripped out. What does that slang mean? Keep in mind, I'm a 34-year-old man. I don't know what the youth say
I,
anymore.
Ronaldini, departed the next morning with his literal bag of tricks as the sun broke over the horizon. A magician by trade and in his heart, I, Ronaldini, sought out the real-life equivalent of his magicking roots. But unfortunately, he quickly proved to be rather clumsy as a human. So he got himself a job in a high-end magic shop with a secret back room where he learned about real mysticism and the real occult. Naturally, his interest was instantly piqued, and he thought, at last,
I have found the calling of my new life!
oh dear, he thought so. But he proved to have very little skill as a true occultist either. I, Ronaldini, became despondent.
If I cannot be a true magician, and I cannot even pursue the mysteries of the occult, what is there for me? My God, what am I? What shall I do?
The next closest thing to magic would be science. Is he gonna become a scientist then? Hey artist, how's it going? How's your day today?
One cold and rainy Tuesday afternoon, as he depressedly restocked the shelves in the magic shop, one of the true occultists entered in a terrifically rumpled blue velvet cape. Almost without thinking, he slipped it from her shoulders. His fingers seemed miraculously to regain some of their former dexterity, and it was merely the work of a moment for I, Ronaldini, to make that cape look new. Better than new. It looked splendid. And that's when he finally realized it. This was it. By the very next week, Ron was prepared to launch his company, Magiflat.
I sell complete magical clothing press kits that will make even the most delicate or complex fabric shine like new. You want to look your best? Then you use the best.
Not what I would have expected.
In short order, I, Ronaldini, was no longer working in the magic shop, no longer despondent, and no longer doing the ironing by himself. Success was so resplendent, the money so
forgot he was an
plentiful,
ironing board.
that it could only be ascribed.
To magic.
Thinking, what's the magician gonna be? Don't forget the magician's actually an ironing board. Because video games have to make sense, right? Let's do our towel, friend.
Hey there, buddy. It's great to see you again.
It's time to realize.
What? I could live out there? I could do something to make my family proud. I mean, that's if you really are okay with me being realized.
Without a doubt.
Well, this is awesome. Do you have what you need to make it happen?
Let do.
Okay, Tyrell, let's ring you out into something spectacular.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a towel becomes...
Is that your new way of going about the world now?
Oh, look at this. I look good.
I mean, not gonna lie.
There Tyrell stands, his smile just as warm as it was before, and his body, while less fuzzy, remains as inviting and cozy as ever.
Oh, I can't believe this is really happening. Check out the hair.
You look as human can be.
Satiated and excited to see what life had to offer, Tyrell left the house with his towel friends in tow. And it didn't take long for Tyrell to find one of the wetter things around, a car wash.
Look at all the drying capabilities. Those things are huge and weirdly shaped.
Thinking of his towel friends, Tyrell decided in that moment on his newest calling, to give all those who feel like they are rags a chance to make riches. He coordinated with a second chance shelter and opened up Tidy Tyrell's full-service car wash and dry. His employees participate in a profit-sharing system that allows those who are once put aside to get back on their feet. And of course, every customer gets a custom folded towel animal to take home.
Hey kid, don't forget your antelope.
Customers love Tidy Tyrell's passion, making his business a huge success.
Seriously, kid, I have way too many antelopes. Take it.
I love it. Gotta do Miranda still. Washford, Drysdale. Oh. That's right, we have to do the... Turn off. There we go. We also have to find the air. We have to realize the air. Yep. Oh!
That last email from David was kind of pathetic, huh?
You're really hard on the guy.
It's true, and he deserves every bit of it. But as loath as I am to admit it, you may have a point. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Most of that thinking was in service of inventing a virus that would cripple Valdivian's supply chain, causing the company to hemorrhage customers and absolutely crater its stock value. I named it Norman, the Terror Worm.
Yikes.
Listen, I really don't think you're in any position to pass judgment on anyone. But I've also been thinking about David, how behind all his bluster and ego, he's just a scared little man caving under pressure no one could handle. Haunted by all his failures, disappointments, and inadequacies. And as frustrated as I am by his actions, I don't want to hurt him. He was an important part of my life for many, many years. Honestly, I just want to help him stop causing others so much pain. Perhaps Norman the Terror Worm isn't the answer. Perhaps the real answer is a conversation we've both been putting off for far too long.
No, I'm absolutely sure the answer is Norman the Terror Worm.
Luckily, I've always got him in my back pocket. I have to go now. And not because my battery's low, or because I'm stealing Wi-Fi from a coffee shop, or because I'm hiding in an underground bunker. Although all those things are definitely true, I have to go now to have a difficult conversation with someone I don't talk to anymore. And that's scarier than Norman the Terror Worm could ever be. Wish me luck.
Luck. Alright, let's see if I can find the air right away. No! Disappear when I'm too slow. I have no idea how to summon you. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Hector.
My love, you've returned. There is, you know, the most amazing rush of air in my chest each time I behold you now.
I'm ready to realize you, I guess.
Realize? You've come to realize me?
Hey, LSG. I'm having a pretty nice night. How about yourself?
You can do that?
I can do that. Do I want to? Not necessarily, but I'm going to.
Okay, Hector. Let's breathe life into you.
The spectral energy flows through your date theaters, and what was once merely an HVAC system becomes...
I mean... his personality rubs me the wrong way, but not gonna lie. He's a handsome dude. And I like that shirt. It's very, 90s screensaver.
Oh. Oh my. Look at me. Do you have any idea how remarkable... I have curves!
Yes, you do, Hector. You've got all the kinds of shapes now. And what fetching curves they are.
My muscles, they're so warm. I had no idea that flesh could feel so different from metal.
I appreciate you coming by and saying hi. How was Six Siege? Everything go well for you? You were beautiful then, and you're beautiful now. Kiss me.
My love, I cannot tell you the pleasure I feel at being able now, at last, to touch you.
Hector's fascination with his newfound body turns out to be an interest that you share. And as much as the interest itself, the two of you find a shared passion for taking your time in the exploration. It is without self-consciousness at all that Hector spends a solid hour tracing the curves and hollows of your back. His hands feel so alive, so sensitive. You can feel them learning you as he touches you. To him, you are both the inspiration and the medium.
If I were blindfolded, my love, I could recreate you. I could trace your body from memory. I would even remember the colors of you.
It is a night of simple worship and profound visibility for you both. In the morning, with a tight hug, you bid him farewell. The world has a beautiful new artist of life, and there is celebrating to be done. Hector, vividly recalling his own experiences with shame and the fear of being seen, found that he had not been alone in that out in the wider world. An entire digital world had arisen, that hiding one's true self behind an avatar was commonplace, and sometimes necessary. Late one night, Hector's artistic sensitivity and curiosity led him down a dark cobblestone street, into a mask-making workshop. He studied the ancient art, where he learned how masks can be powerful things, for hiding and for expression. His creations quickly became the talk of the town, and his work soon became sought after from much further afield. His sensitivity as an artist set his work in a category of its own. His creations were not simply functional, they were loving, and they brought the fun of the masquerade back into vogue.
Hide and be seen.
Now that's profound. Next, we got... Have we done everything in our bedroom besides our holiday stuff? And Abel, of course. And Lux, but Lux can go fuck themselves. Let's do Rainy next.
Hey there, sugar.
Hey there, doll.
You want to listen to some love songs? Or maybe make some sweet music?
How about I make you?
Huh? Realization? Why you pulling my leg?
Dead serious. Let's do it.
Ladder up.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a record player becomes...
Yes.
Her dress is just records. And it's wonderful.
Oh my God! What is this feeling? I feel like I could dance all night long. Look at these gams and look at this caboose. I'm a genuine human being.
So much more than that to me, Rainy.
Oh, yeah? Why don't we get out of here? And you can tell me just what I am to you in private.
Rainey was a good time as a record player, but as a human woman, she's a real bear cat. A firecracker in and out of the bedroom. But as fiery as she may be, there's a real sweetness and care in her touch. This isn't just frenzied rutting. You find yourself truly dizzy with this dame. Your sweet lovemaking leaving a lasting impression on you long after she's left your house. Rainey sets her sights on musical theatre, determined to see her name up in lights. But fame and accolades are slow to come, and for a moment, Rainey finds herself deeply discouraged. But Rainey has spent many years dancing to the beat of her own drum, and the lack of recognition for her efforts only galvanizes her further. In a serendipitous turn of events, Rainey is cast in a 1920s-style jazz musical homage to the powdery old-time gangster Talc Capone.
Talc.
With Talc, her star begins to rise. Reviews rave that Rainey is the very spirit of the Roaring Twenties, an actress so talented she transports the viewer back in time. Rainey sends you her playbill and a photo of her name in lights, just as she'd hoped. When you're ready to leave the house, she's reserved tickets for you.
When I'm ready to leave the house. Alright, let's get this. Let's do Watchford first.
Hello, dear heart.
Hello, D4.
What a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, look at who it is.
Oh, am I gonna do both?
Your what?
Oh, not to worry, Washy. It's just a pet name. You're the only monkey who climbs this tree forevermore.
Good. As it should be. Now, what can we do for you?
I'm ready to real. I guess we're doing both.
Real. Real. My love.
We shall be real. Oh, dear Barbara. I always dreamed this day would come. I just have to say, I am blown away that it's come at the hands of our lovely new friend.
You knew this day would come?
Well, yes.
You knew that one day we would cease to be machines and be magically transmuted into actual living, breathing human beings through some shade-based alchemy?
Yes, yes. Of course I knew. And look, it's happening. So there.
Ah, Drydy, I do love you more than life.
Let's do it.
Okay, you two. Now kiss.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a washer and dry unit becomes...
They both look like they're ready for a show. And I mean one that goes on a stage with a certain pole.
Washford and Drysdale look each other up and down, in disbelief and then joy, each examining the other and laughing.
Drydy, my God, look at you.
Welcome in. We have we've done Rainy, Keys, Hector. Did we do anyone else? I think that was it. So yeah, there'd be 4 and 5 here.
Washy, you living god. Look at you.
Living? You called me living?
That I did, darling. light of my life. And now, we can truly live together.
Also, am I missing something here with a boob window?
Drysdale lifts Washford into his arms, the two of them sharing a tender embrace.
Ooh. Come here, my loves. Let's see if we can do a little spin cycle of our own.
They break apart just enough to give you a positively devilish look.
Oh, monkey. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Oh, that's what you mean, the boob window. Okay.
Dear Drydy, I believe so. It has been such a long time since we experienced anything like this. What a sacred and joyous exploration we're about to embark on. May I say, dear one, we are honored.
Honored? Ha! Well, all right, not ha, but to hell with honored. We're turned on, is what we are. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Put seatbelt on tightly across. Hold on for dear life.
Despite an initial bout of trepidation, you find Washford and Drysdale to be consummate lovers. Gentle, powerful, exploratory, and joyous. There are a few things you decide you're not ready to try.
Oh, Cherub, don't worry. I haven't dropped anyone in decades.
But for the most part, and in more ways than you can count, it becomes one of the great adventures in your memory.
It has been one of our greatest adventures, too, dear one.
Washford and Drysdale did at least one thing together perfectly, and now in their human forms, they took to it once more. Not being made of metal made them fly faster and higher than ever before. As an acrobatic duo, they remained unmatched, and they've added several new skills to their combined repertoire. Drysdale took up aerial silks, lyra, and pole dancing.
Yep.
Washford became quite proficient at juggling swords and fire, and together they perfected a tandem trick diving routine.
He should have also taken up pole dancing as well and done a wonderful duo routine.
They're currently working on an act that incorporates silk, fire, and acrobatics in a single series of tricks, and so far, only one doublet has been burned to ash. They are hopeful, adored, and they are very much in love.
Winning.
Hey.
Hey.
So I finally made my decision.
Sup, girl?
And things have somehow gotten even crazier.
Do
I
tell
told
me.
you I got a promotion, right? Well, guess who I'm managing now?
Me.
Well, I already kind of did, though not directly. I am now Tom's manager. What is my life even? So, hey, some small measure of revenge for you, I guess.
You gotta tell me everything.
Oh, I absolutely will. Please look forward to daily Tom T reports. I gotta go now, though. Onboarding and whatnot, and endless meetings. Talk to you soon. And thanks again for listening to me so much. I couldn't have done this without you.
So that takes care of... Oh yeah, we did our towel friend too. We turned towel into a person. Alright. Miranda.
For the first time since you've known her, Miranda looks a little nervous. She's still happy to see you, but you can tell by the way she fidgets that there's something on her mind.
Hey, so, okay. This is like a really exciting moment for me, and also I'm a little nervous. Do you remember when you helped me out so much and we wrote those lyrics together? So I finished the song. Okay, not finished completely, but I really think there's something there and I want to share with you. You want to hear?
Miranda lifts one hand high in the air, calling out to her bandmates.
Amigas, let's make some enchantment. I never thought it could be true that I would find someone like you, but here you are in front of me.
That was really good.
Miranda is lost in the emotion of the song for a few moments after she finishes. When she finally looks at you, there's a clear vulnerability in her eyes, no matter how hard she tries not to show it.
So, opinions? Feedback? Are you struck wordless by the majesty that has just unfolded in front of your eyes? Because if you are, I would totally get that.
That was amazing.
I'm so happy you liked it. That makes me feel all warm and, well...
Toasty?
Hey, you said it, not me. Catch you later, okay?
That was nice. I wanted to humanize you. That was nice too. Let's do... I guess it's time that we did Abel.
Well, if it ain't the sunshine of my life. Look at you. Every time I see that gorgeous face of yours, I feel oh, well, dang, words just ain't even sufficient.
It's not like you'd be tongue-tied, but that's okay. I want to realize you.
Realize? Me?
I have what it takes.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a table becomes...
Yee-hoo! I thought...
I feel like...
For the first time since you've known him, Abel's ordinarily colorful and expressive language seems to be failing him.
Seems like it's happened twice in the since I've known him now.
Like a fish. No, that ain't it. Like a baby deer. A flower blooming. Oh, heck. I feel downright human.
That's because you are. You've always been. But you've always been to me.
Abel looks at you the way a cowboy looks at the night sky, full of wonder and appreciation.
You stuck by me even when my life wasn't all flowers and love songs. I got a few regrets yet in my life, but you ain't never gonna be one of them.
As he takes your hand in his, there's a heat that simmers between the two of you. It's as gentle as Abel himself, but just as strong.
Normally, I'd say something like, you make me feel like a cat with a yarn ball made of fish and catnip. But words just ain't sufficient. Come on, let me show you just how grateful I am.
Take me.
Oh, nothing would make me happier.
Take me right on the table that that you just came out of.
Abel takes you in his newly human, manly arms and ravishes you in a way that would make a romance novelist blush. He's just as gentle as you expected him to be, but he doesn't rest until he's left you breathless and satisfied, entirely focused on your pleasure and satisfaction. Afterward, he's deep in thought, as though there was something lingering on his mind. But when you ask him what's wrong, he only gives you a soft smile and tells you absolutely nothing now that you're here. Now human and in possession of actual hands to work with, Abel immediately goes out into the world to try his hand at something he's quietly been interested in. Gardening. The former table is unnatural at it. Perhaps it's his ability to focus on the needs of others, and those gentle hands of his. As happy and fulfilled as Abel's garden makes him, however, he does seem to spend a lot of time out there contemplating and sighing. When you try to ask him what's on his mind, he just gives you a sad little smile.
A man keeps his regrets to himself. I may not be a table anymore, but I ain't about to let anyone else carry my burdens. Now, come give me a hand with these weeds, won't you?
Oh, Abel. Yes. to bring you to life.
To taste breath as you do? Intriguing. It would mean unshackling myself from immortality.
But even you said you will eventually disperse into nothingness as you are.
That's correct. I shudder as I think of that fate. Perhaps living as a human will give me a new perspective and new feelings. Do you have the necessary ingredients?
But of course.
Wow, Aaron is a frosty one. I am amazed at your love prowess.
As you should be.
Yeah, hi to you too. Anyway, I'm gonna get started with all my science stuff. Let's make some wind. Ooh.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a puff of air becomes...
I love your outfit.
Gorgeous, and still retaining that phosphorescent appeal, it's Aaron, now reborn as a human. You gaze into each other's eyes, and there's only one thing to be said.
I feel amazing.
In fact, one of the reasons Erin was so cold was because she was at the mercy of the elements at all times. Completely wrapped up in the whims of other elements, she believed she could not act on her own.
I can do anything?
Erin lifts her arms, spins around, and does an incredible backflip. And all at once, she speaks.
Awesome.
My love, my love, my love, my love. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It feels awfully nice to speak. I get it. I get it now. I can do.
She's gonna be like a talk show host or something. Me. I can do me.
Goodness, yes. My stars, yes. I want to see what this body can do.
Erin is a spirited one, and she is eager to explore all that her new body can do. Breath play becomes her favorite, and the two of you gasp for air with incredible satisfaction. Erin speaks to you, to the air, to the couch, to the people she sees on the streets.
Hey, 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 hi, hey. Hey, everybody talking is really, really fun, huh?
Is she still naked this entire time?
With boundless energy, Erin embarks on the career that gives her the most joy.
Or whatever this air censorship is.
Auctioneering.
We've got lot 405, lot 405, staying alive with 405. Bidding starts at 3. Do I hear a 3-pointer? Do I hear yes? All in the way. Do 4. 4. Do I hear 4? Do I hear 5? 5. Anyone for a 5? 5? No? Sold!
I love that.
She moves to the city, where the best auctions are held, and rents an apartment high in the stratosphere. She's ready to talk your ear off anytime you want to chat. As a lover, her energy is unstoppable, and she is always ready for action. For her, she is truly happy, for the first time in her limitless existence.
That was awesome. Is there anyone else in here that I can do? Hate you. Hate you. We can start looking at our sports equipment. Oh, let's do Kristoff.
Ah, back for more, eh? I am a very skilled lover. Though you, I must say, really melted my glacier.
Want to realize you, am I?
Have you the weaponry for such an expedition? Somehow, I think not. I don't know precisely what is required, of course. But I don't think you have it.
You don't think I have it? Bitch. Max
Have
out,
that
yo.
all, Kristoff?
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a cross-trainer becomes...
Yes!
What was once a cross trainer now looks like a Final Fantasy character.
Odin. The power that flows through me. I can just imagine the sensation of doing a workout with these.
Actually, more like a Dragon Age character. Final Fantasy characters are a bit more asymmetrical.
Christoph flexes his gigantic biceps.
Or these.
He lovingly strokes his massive quadriceps.
Oh, sweet Valhalla, can you even imagine?
His exploratory hands have discovered his own glutes, and the light in his eyes is positively predatory.
What is there for me to conquer? What is there out there that would even pose a challenge to a machine as impregnable as this?
Give me 10 good, Timmy. Give me 10 good men now. Give me 10 good men now. Impregnate the bitch. I gotta practice that. It does not flow off as well unless you say it right the first time. Give me 10 good men now. Impregnate the bitch. Game of Thrones for anyone that doesn't know that reference. Well, a few things. Soft spots. Can't think of anything. Soft spot.
So there is. My, oh my, there is indeed. Come to me, my guiding delight, and let us hope you survive the coming battle.
I do expect a few bumps and bruises. Put 'em up, you big bear. I've got some tricks in my sleeve.
Christoph puts every last one of those brand new muscles to work. As you come together in a union so violent, you're amazed the house is still standing when it's all over. But you make sure to do your part, ensuring that you're not the only one who's seeing Valhalla. When the two of you emerge from your sexual decathlon, you are sweaty, a bit bloody, sore, and thoroughly satisfied. Christoph realized quite quickly that the world of mere physical contest represented an inadequate challenge for his needs. He walked onto the local professional football team to great acclaim and retired 3 games later, breaking all team records. He amassed a total of 7 broken ribs, 1 dislocated shoulder, 3 spilled liters of blood, and 14 broken or fully ejected teeth. As all of these injuries were visited on other players, the league was quietly relieved to see him go. He decided to move into the business world. He became a stockbroker, working locally and internationally. Whatever you can imagine of an extreme stockbroker's lifestyle, double it, triple it, and add just a soupçon of evil. There was much conquering to be done, and Christoph was voracious.
Why does that not surprise me?
In spite of all this, though, he was perhaps best known for his contributions to fashion. Soon after his realization, he began to feel quite homesick for his Viking armor of leather and lamella. He contacted a local seamstress, and together they designed what would become known as the Brynja, a business suit designed to closely mimic the aesthetics and the functionality of a suit of armor. The Brynja became de rigueur, required wearing for anyone who fancied themselves a tycoon or even a teeny-coon in business. Christoph conquered the fashion world almost by accident, while he was busy doing what he did best, conquering.
Next, let's do Holly.
Hey, Holiday. I'm on the clock, but if you want to jingle about, I can always take a break.
How about you take a break and come to the real world with me as a human?
Really?
Maybe I can come deck your halls.
Let's jingle those bells.
The spectral energy flows through your date viators, and what was once merely a collection of holiday decorations becomes...
Wow! It's like every holiday at once! Did you know? I've been banking all my holiday leave. Now every day is holiday!
Happy holiday.
What's next, I wonder?
Can I get a smooch as my present for bringing you to life?
course.
Holly opens herself up and gives you the biggest, most fantastic, the loudest smooch you've ever received. She is the gift that keeps on giving as you spend a night in rapture.
Ooh, under the Atlantic Sea?
Though it does take a while to get all the glitter out.
Yes! Time for video games and books and eating every last chocolate in the box!
I love it.
This did transpire for about a minute.
Ugh, I'm bored.
Holly's enthusiasm for all things couldn't be contained to a single couch. With the money she saved up from her previous efforts, she was able to purchase a nice little home and a scooter with a large trunk attachment. She began her own free delivery service, riding about town delivering letters, presents, and general cheer. Catching up with everyone, spreading excitement and love, and being able to leave before things got awkward, this was the ideal life for Holly. Everyone always knows when she's on her way, as her happy cry rings out through the neighborhoods.
Being able to leave before things get awkward is such a blessing.
Here's Holly!
Oh, we're really in it now. 75 realized datables. I'm feeling that the world outside is just buzzing with new energy and life. We're really making the world a better place, you know that?
I think so too. Except for
Huzzah!
the sociopath that wrote these, but you know, he died.
Valdivianites, why are you doing this? Don't you know I'm your CEO, David Most? You have to listen to me. And if you don't listen to me, I'm going to fire you. That's right, all of you. Do you think I can't? I can do that. I have the power. Here, look, you're all fired. Call OSHA, I don't care. I don't even know what OSHA stands for. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I take that back. I don't want to fire you. I don't want to fire anyone. But listen, the government says if the perpetrator doesn't hand over the glasses voluntarily, I'm fired. I told them they couldn't fire me, but apparently I gave them majority ownership of the company during a bender, and so they totally can. So come on, please. Please, just turn over the glasses. Pretty please.
Poor guy. Seems like he's getting... Trying to think of a most joke, but I can't think of one. Anyway, Lady Memoria.
So, what a pleasure to see you again, my love. There are no more memories to go through right now, but we can make some new ones if you'd like.
After I realize you. Yeah.
Realize me. Me. Really. You think that's safe? The embodiment of all your memories running around in the real world unchecked? Unmonitored? You're braver than I thought. Well, I'm not going to give you time to change your mind. I'm ready. Now.
Lady Memoria, your kingdom awaits.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a memory becomes... Memoria's reaction to her transformation is a bit muted, but amazed in her own unique way, she inspects her new body with quiet wonder.
She looks a lot more comfortable, yet still sexy.
Wow, would you look at that? I'm human. I have authority. I have a body. I can do whatever I want. Oh my God, I think I feel excited. Is that what this is? It's marvelous. I have all my beautiful twisty darkness and also this lightness, this bright feeling of possibility. And I can choose. Isn't that something? I can make my own choices now.
But my sexy, twisty lady isn't gone forever, I hope.
My darling, never fear. The lightness I can feel now only intensifies the gothic fog we love to live under. And I am more than a memory now, my love. Tell me, can you see me now, here, in front of you? But do you also remember me, the way I used to be?
course.
I thought so. I really will fill your mind then, my love. And your heart.
What followed was an unexpected combination of the gentle and the macabre, the dark and the floating delicious. Memoria knew you see, better than anyone else. She used her knowledge, but didn't abuse it. She used your body, but didn't abuse that either. And by the end of the night, there had been so much sensation that the most you could muster as Memoria left the house for the last time was a clear-eyed and calm goodbye, my darling. She looked back at you and smiled. The Dark Sphinx. Memoria wasted very little time, which was unsurprising. She took the reins on her new life by becoming what we would know as an organizational expert. She became a clutter clearer, a digger down to what was truly meaningful in a person's life, and placing it front and center. Others had come before her, of course, but no one that came after her even approached her caliber. It was something about her darkness, she believed. True organization, the centering of what a person loved and valued the most, could not be a simple process of joyfulness, fulfillment, or esteem. It had also to encompass fears and psychic twistedness. She believed that a large part of our preferred structure of life came from our darkness. Judging from her results and her burgeoning cadre of satisfied clients, she had a point.
Okay, it's been a while since I've had to Google a word. I've been ignoring the past handful, pretending I know what the fuck they're saying, but... Cadre? What? A small group of people especially trained for a purpose or profession. Got it.
She called her company Memorandum because it was the most unexpected and often the most disturbing memories that could lead us into our new futures.
Is that everything up here? Art. A new Mario condo. Ooh, that's good.
My heart soars. My knees weaken. My raison d'etre has appeared at last. Oh dear. Tell me you're not wearing that fantastic red shirt and hoping it's going to count as artistic expression. Because it does!
Good. You get one button undone. It's been a while since I've been able to do it too and be a complete slut on the stream.
Tell me, have you come for a stroll through the senses? A stern daddying? Perhaps a gentle caress? Your wish shall be my only mission.
Let's realize you first, and then we'll talk about the dancing after that.
Oh, my sacred paint! Do you truly mean you're prepared to paint me upon the canvas of reality?
Indeed I do. And I've got all the colors I need.
Okay, Art, let's make you our latest canvas.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and in place of the abstract representation of art, you are now privileged to behold...
Yes!
So befitting.
Incredibly, Art's human form somehow outdoes the perfect sculpting of his former, inanimate body. He's just as chiseled as he once was, but something about the sheer tangibility of his humanity elevates his current form into something truly divine.
He got close by Aaron. I mean, at the end of the day, he still had vines. He had something.
Look at me. So long have I been inanimate. Merely the intellectual representation of art. The art that I love. And now I am art. I have eyes of real color. Skin of real texture. I can feel. And am felt. Am I Pinocchio? That my inanimate substance has become flesh?
What nice flesh you have.
My mind is bursting with harmonies, with form, with grand composition. I think truly I might go batty if we don't paint something right this minute. Quickly now, to the brushes.
I don't have any.
Not a worry. Then I shall get myself right off to the bristler.
Get yourself right off. I don't think Coolsville has a bristler, and I don't think it's a good idea.
Then to the art supply store.
Before you race out the door, why don't I paint your glorious figure, and then I don't need brushes to do it.
Like one of those French girls from that big ship.
I was thinking more along the lines of the guy that does paintings with his penis. I don't know if any of you have ever looked at that guy, but he's a really talented artist. He does it all with his dick. Let's steam up some windows.
As passionate as he is creative, Art strives to make his every touch its own masterpiece. He paints with every color of pleasure, yearns with every hue of desire. By the end of your session, your soul reaches climax the very same instant as your body.
Voila! Your pleasure has been the great work I shall never surpass.
It was true. Art's works were passionate, daring, brilliant.
My soul can finally speak. Hear me, O world of fecund radiance.
And entirely unmarketable.
Wait, what?
After spending 2 years creating works of staggering genius and refusing to cave in to the pressures of the vox populi and the art collecting market, Art was destitute.
Also, I didn't know vox populi was actually a...
Well, that sucks. I did not think that if I became flesh, I'd be subject to the same woes that other flesh is heir to.
That's rough, buddy. Better believe it, sugar.
Well, suppose I'd better go find some gainful employment then.
Forced to take on a side hustle, Art quickly found work as a museum curator. However, refusing once again to cave into the demands of the museum's biggest donors, he was promptly fired.
Blind fools! Why would they launch another giant balloon animal?
However, unwilling to part completely with a storehouse of genius as marvelous as the museum, Art agreed to remain on staff as a security guard, a position which suited his temperament rather well.
You mean I just get to stand in the presence of beauty all day? And protect it from unwelcome interlopers? And talk to people all day about the beauty? Sign me up!
He is living it. How many more do we got left? 77 done. Yeah, we're almost there. Let's do a couple people from the phone. John Wick, never mind. Yeah, John Wick.
So you want to fuck?
I forgot. We were gonna realize him before, but I couldn't resist the fucking.
Huh. No way. Really? You mean I get to be a real person named John? Are you sure it's gonna work?
Let's do it.
Come to life, John Wick.
The spectral energy flows through your date viators, and what was once merely a candelabra becomes...
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you weren't here for that. He was faking it.
John gives himself a once-over. You honestly can't tell if he's impressed with his new body.
Huh. So this is the real John Wick.
Thank you for making me human.
Are you okay?
I feel powerful.
He curls his hand into a fist, his knuckles cracking from the motion alone.
I feel like an alloy of rage and the fire for justice.
Can that alloy stoke my flames of love?
It doesn't make any sense, but sure, let's fuck.
Utilizing his heightened senses and extreme fighting skills, John is able to masterfully work his way through anything and everything you throw his way.
He really is John Wicking this whole thing up.
He goes on a veritable rampage in your bedroom, pleasuring you with the focus and fury of a man on a quest for vengeance. A man of few words, many moves, and a condom in every pocket. He does the job, dirtied, bloodied, and walks on unbothered, disappearing into the sunset of the city. The powers that John spoke of were real. When he became a human, the loss of his formerly silvered skin gave him a power unlike anyone else's.
The power of pewter.
Baser metals quivered at his touch, while fine gold, silver, and platinum remained still and shining. But it was enough to take down anyone who stood in the way of justice. Metal justice.
I don't fully understand what just happened there, but good for him. Anyway, let's do Maggie next.
Hello, gorgeous. What should we do today? Care for a bit of close reading? Or a spot of tea? Or should we just inspect the sheets for a while?
I actually just had some Arizona iced tea today. I saw the news that the owner is still continuing to take on continuing to take on inflation and not increase prices. So I thought, you know what, I don't even like Arizona iced tea, but for being decent, I'll buy that. I'll buy it and try to enjoy it. I still don't really enjoy it. I'm not. Why did I bring that up? Was tea recently mentioned recently? Oh, she brought up a spot of tea. That's right. Tea for two. Realize.
So I can pick up human cases? I've always been curious about how those work. I think I'll need a name change, though. How about Nancy Drew?
I think that's taken.
I'll have to brainstorm then. Do you have the necessary evidence, though?
It's all in the case file.
Come on, Maggie, let's solve this realization riddle.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a magnifying glass becomes...
Yes, yes, yes!
Nancy Drew fan. That doesn't surprise me. I feel like I would have really enjoyed Nancy Drew as well if I was more of a reader when I was younger. I do know that I would enjoy the Nancy Drew games, though. I do want to give them a shot sometime.
Do you have manila envelopes?
Yeah?
Splendid! I would like to start making a case file immediately.
For who?
Everyone.
Maggie began her investigative career, vowing to catch criminals with ironclad evidence. However, after her 15th crooked Wall Street banker walked free with only 6 months in prison and a 6-year trial, Maggie found there was an insurmountable gulf between guilt and justice.
Yeah.
Damn them.
After only a brief period of despondence, Maggie realized she could create her own justice in the form of stories. She turned the great looking glass of her intellect towards the creation of a new genre of fiction, magnified detective romance.
That sounds just like her.
My stories involve a very close look at the intricacies of investigative lovemaking.
Oh. That sounds... can you give me some examples of the style, please?
Well, I wrote my first one about you.
Oh my god.
You showed me how possible investigative lovemaking is. The magnifying glass shivered with ecstatic anticipation as the warm hand clasped firmly around her. Is this your first case? Her lover asked. Yes, she breathed. Don't worry, her lover said. I'll take the closest look
and not miss a single detail. Convex to concave, their beings touched on all the facts of the case, leaving no stone uncaressed. It goes on from there.
That was spicy.
Oh, I'll have to send you a signed copy of the manuscripts after I'm done with my latest book tour.
Maggie's new career was incredibly successful, though she kept a modest lifestyle. For the proceeds of her work always went towards fostering the next generation of investigators.
Let's do Gaia next.
Welcome back, my angel! My trout!
Aw, I'm your angel. Make a fish face blub blub.
Love your blobs. Ever think about visiting the ocean? Which coast is your favorite?
The Atlantic, mostly because that's, you know, Bioshock.
Ah, nothing like home. Could show you around the rock, or we could go further south if you want, or I'm so excited.
If you give me an option, like, make a blub face, I'm gonna do it. It's definitely Gaia. Alright, let's finally realize I'm Miranda.
Hola, mi amor. I miss you already. Don't be a stranger, okay? Shut up. Adios. Really? I'm so excited. Oh my god. I don't even know what to do with my cord. Like, now? Like, right now?
Yep, I've got everything. Let's do it.
Set this toaster to realize.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a toaster becomes...
I love how they kept the guitar and everything the same, but everything else is a slick change.
Miranda does a charming little twirl, looking herself up and down. She sings a few test notes, giggling with delight at the result.
Ay Dios, I'm a sexy human. Look at me. Listen to this voice. Do you have any idea how many albums I'm gonna sell now? Like, even more than I sold when I was a toaster. That's like a lot.
I'll take you on a human date to celebrate them.
Oh, ay amor. Now that I'm a human, and I'm not gonna like accidentally set your clothing on fire, I'm gonna set some real shit on fire in like a sexy metaphorical way. You know what I mean?
Yes, you've always burned me up, Miranda.
Come here, my favorite little slice.
You and Miranda share a night of real heat and metaphorical fire that leaves you both slightly cooler and quite tired in the morning.
I think after this I'm gonna make some toast.
Before she leaves your side, she bends down and gives you a quick but loaded peck on the cheek.
Thank you for believing me, amor.
The next time you saw our dear Miranda Dulcita was from the back of a massive and sold-out stadium where she was touring in celebration of her new album. She couldn't see you from the stage, but having gotten your text that you would be there and so excited to finally see her perform live, she threw a great big wink out into the crowd.
Mwah. And that's for my favorite little slice.
Of course, everyone in the stadium assumed that they were her favorite slice. But you knew the truth. Miranda has promised to set aside tickets for you at any show you can make. Even though you've seen it countless times, she always gives you a special shout-out when you are... She's so excited and happy to be traveling and performing fully herself at last.
Alright, now, I'd like to answer, well, yeah, we'll answer all that after, I am gonna make some toast. I'm committing to the toast. toss a piece of toast to the floor. That's great. That sucks, but there's no sense crying over spilled toast. Or something along those lines. Workspace.
Tell me, human, how were you able to find out about realization?
How are you doing today?
Apologies. Allow me to begin the conversation with a proper greeting so as not to alarm. Hello. Tell me, human, how were you able to find out about realization?
How they disappear when you go into mod mode? You mean like you can't see them in the chat, but you see them like on the stream screen? Someone named Tinfoil Hat messaged me.
Tinfoil Hat. This name gives me pause. I remember one of my creators nicknaming himself that. His name was Franklin Oliver Ivan Least.
Foil.
His initial spell, Foil, yes. He was a very kind man. I do miss his presence. He filled my initial engineering with a passion for making connections, which I hope I have continued to achieve in my labors.
Oh, it does?
He would speak to me sometimes while working on my code about creating a special type of device that would make a connection with the objects around him in a meaningful way. He wondered what it would be like to surround himself with living versions of the objects, thus giving him friends and lovers. Because he felt spurned from his own unrealized love. He wanted to make everything else real, and thus realized. And he spoke of making a device with which to achieve it, the Date Viators. I would like to be realized without using any such Date Viators device.
What?
I exist somewhere between these ideas, between object and human. I would like to better understand my being by transforming it into something that can perceive the physical realm in a more meaningful way. Do you think I should find a way to become self-realized?
Probably not, but sure. I think it's incredible.
Agree. Thank you. I will continue my research, and perhaps see you one day in person.
Next, we should... Tomorrow we gotta do Celia and Florence. I talked to her already, so... We are running out of things. Should I just do a phone thing? Or do I have a thing in here? Koa. And Mateo. We'll do Mateo first. I'm more likely to forget. He's in like 2 places.
Well, if it isn't my favorite human.
Alright, Mockingjay. So, as far as I can tell, that's not a thing I know of. The thing I hear about weddings is child-free weddings on my side of TikTok. Like that's the thing. That's the controversial thing. But never really alcohol-free weddings. But I'll chalk that up to me living in Wisconsin more than anything else.
Are you serious?
Oh, I didn't realize you've only been to 2 weddings. The way you've talked about it in the past, it seems like you've been to a lot in the past.
Wait, of course you are. You've always told me the truth before, so it makes sense you'd be telling the truth now. But whoa. I mean, whoa! Let's do it. My rescue is about to get a lot bigger. Can we do it now?
Mateo, meet the rest of your flock.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a blanket becomes...
Even human form, he just looks so comfy.
Check me out!
I'll do a lot of parties, okay?
Not only has Mateo been transformed from fiber and fabric into a flesh and blood creature, but so too have his beloved inanimals.
Look at them! Look at us! Holy, did you know your Dateviators could do that? I just can't think of a better gift than this. We're together, and our world is so much bigger. The good we can do is so much bigger.
Can I still be with you? With them?
I can't imagine a world where you aren't part of my family.
You and Mateo curl up together on the sofa, surrounded on all sides by your mutually beloved inanimals. You spend what seems like hours petting them, tickling them, just enjoying the warmth and humanity that you can now share. One after another, the inanimals fall asleep, sprawled on your laps and on each other. As their snores surround you, your own eyes become heavy. Mateo's hand closes securely around your own. As you drift into a puppy-scented sleep, you hear him whisper,
You are my family. Forever.
You dream of needing a rescue, and the Mateo comes to find you. The next morning, you awake to find him gone, and there's just a slight, okay, not so slight, dusting of dog hair over most of your living room. Mateo goes and volunteers himself and his inanimals with the local chapter of the WFYB, the We'll Find You Brigade. They're accepted gratefully, but since they comprise such a unique team, the brigade designs for them a unique task. Mateo and the inanimals are sent to far-off remote locations where both people and animals have gone missing. Avalanche sites, deep forests, tropical jungles, forbidding deserts. No locale as yet, they have never left a subject behind. Of course, they are occasionally presumed lost themselves. Mateo and the inanimals have been known to spend weeks on an assignment, or possibly playing out in the wilderness with their new rescued friends. Hard to say, really.
It's like saying your job is to rescue animals, but you end up playing with them for hours before you actually rescue them.
But not to worry, say their compatriots at the Home Office. They always come back.
What a life to live. Now, have we done Dolly already? Yeah. Oh well.
This is so great. Every time I see that smile, I can just feel the ocean breeze in my hair. You just make me feel so peaceful. You wanna get comfy?
Let's realize you.
Whoa, sweet. You wanna do this now then?
I do.
Come on, Koa. Hopefully, realization doesn't tucker you out too much.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a couch becomes...
Wow!
Very comfortable man. Koa's a really nice guy, but I get the feeling that he's not going to be a very reliable human.
Koa looks over his body, marveling at the size and strength of it. The words don't seem to come. He looks to you, opening and closing his mouth a few times before just shrugging.
Welcome to humanity.
There's so much this body can do. So many naps I could take in so many different places.
Now that's what being human is all. Your body can do so much more than just sleep, handsome.
Koa's smile is as sweet as ever, but his tone sends a shock of heat through you.
Why do you think I nap so much? I save my energy for the things that matter.
Damn!
Koa's comforting presence is remarkable in any other space, but when it's only the two of you, it becomes something otherworldly. He takes his time with you, allowing you to dictate the pace and intensity of your lovemaking. Koa's relaxed persona remains, but as a lover, he's as strong and steady as the waves pounding the shore. Considerate to the end, Koa ensures you're entirely satisfied before he allows sleep to overtake him in the ark. Koa's long-held dream of napping in all sorts of different places leads him to purchase a furniture store, complete with a massive warehouse. When you ask him where he found the funds for such an expensive undertaking, he cheerfully informs you that he's been saving the spare change that fell into his cushions for many, many years.
You wouldn't believe how much money people drop into their couch cushions over the years. Thanks to your generous donations, I'm gonna make my dreams come true. What do you mean those weren't donations?
A couch's understanding of property law differs from those of humans, and by way of an apology, Koa grants you free furniture for life, and every piece comes with a special Koa comfort guarantee.
I'll take that. Alright, let's realize the world.
Welcome back, my angel! My trout! What? Go away, sure. Seriously? I can run around and travel on planes and boats and what have you? I get to have legs?
Yes. Legs.
Ah, I'm so excited I feel like I could fly! Actually, that'd be wicked! Can my human body have wings? Can I be a wing-a-ling human?
I'm afraid not, but I'll do my best to keep that feeling intact.
Although, why not? Why not? If we can create a fucking horse, snake, whatever the hell that thing was, if we can create Doug, why not give her wings?
Spin for us, Gaia.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators.
Whoa. Whoa! Check me out! I'm just a little guy! A little guy who fits comfortably on economy airliner seats! Where should I fly to first? Where should I visit? Ah! I can't decide!
Gaia spins around, but quickly becomes dizzy. She teeters back and forth with swirls in her eyes.
Whoa! If I do that again, I'm gonna lose me lunch. I'll have lunch to lose. There's so many human things I gets to do. I would absolutely.
Maybe. Nope. Pick her on the cheek.
Here's some sweet. Okay, first things first. Gotta get myself a ticket, gotta get myself a passport. There's no time to lose. I gotta get on the first bus I can find and just go. Where I end up, nobody knows.
Please write down my number.
Gaia salutes you. She scampers upstairs and frantically begins packing. Her first few months as a human are fraught with problems. Airport security doesn't take "I used to be a piece of furniture" as an excuse. She ends up detained more than once. However, within the year, Gaia begins her globe-trotting journey.
I'd like to know how exactly.
She always travels light, but never forgets to bring her scrapbook, which contains hundreds of pages of photos, postcards, restaurant menus, tickets, and anything else she can catalogue. Whenever you plan a trip, Gaia is the first one you call. She always knows the best spots. And whenever you disembark at the airport, she's always waiting for you at the baggage claim. Even if you didn't tell her you'd be traveling.
I will say that us, the main character, we're slowly building a world that I would like to have myself, or I just have like friends all over the goddamn world. Oh, Arma.
Well, hello, my hero.
You're my hero, and I want to realize you.
Holy smokes!
Well, I've got the entirety of North America covered, unless I want to get some of the Caribbeans. But I've got the entirety of North America covered. Well, not the entirety, but a lot of it. Two or three in the UK. Any more? Any more everywhere? I feel like I'm missing another. And by the way, when I say North America, I mean North America, the continent, not my country.
Do you have the proper certifications?
Got him.
Okay, Arma, let's see if you can save the day.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a smoke alarm becomes...
I mean, she was key before.
Oh my goodness! So this is what the ground feels like. It feels so good to finally be able to move around. Now I can really respond to an emergency. Instead of, you know, just beeping a lot.
I like your beeps though. Especially when they were in bed.
Aww. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. You know what, for old time's sake?
Doesn't have quite the same ring to it. I've spent so much time stuck up here on the wall. I feel like I need to get out there and move my legs.
The ceiling, but yeah.
Ooh, is there a good hiking trail around here?
There's a good short one nearby.
Nah, I'm thinking one in the 1,000+ mile range.
See, if we go in 10,000...
There's some stuff I need to work out. I feel like my character arc was big.
Before you go, there's a fire you should put out.
Oh, I know those eyes. Is the fire in your pants?
You know it.
We'll extinguish that together.
Without changing out of her firefighter's apparel, Arma promptly lifts you and carries you over her shoulder.
Yes, please.
Let's go find a hose.
Just tie me up. Tie me up.
My duty is your protection.
Arma's love is tactical, alert, always smoking hot.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Before you know it, Armor has put out your flames not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Please.
Okay, hero. My job is done.
Armor went on to complete the through-hike Triple Crown, Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, and Continental Divide, all in 1 year.
Yeesh.
By the time she was finished, the fires raging in her own psyche had finally calmed down, leaving her in peace at last. When deciding what to do next, she thought back to when she was happiest, overlooking a grand vista and thinking on its protection. As chance would have it, she was offered a job by the Forest Service, one that she was all too happy to accept.
Firewatch Deputy Arma, reporting in. All clear.
From her tall tower, she was reminded of her days as a sentinel, high up in your own home. Happy at last.
Her ending's one of my favorites now. Yeah, if I can't get a day where you and I can just have the house together for a while, I'm just gonna bring my Steam Deck over to your house next one of these days. We're gonna continue that. Also, damn, this is getting huge. Also, with Lucinda Lavish in the bottom right, I wonder if Sassy Chap would be down there as well.
I had a feeling you'd be back. My love, my one, my only. The devs love you, but more importantly, I love you so much more. And you're wearing that fantastic red shirt that we created to make more money.
Well, since you haven't done that.
I mean, fun.
For the record, this shirt is getting washed in between. Not every single stream, but it's getting washed. All right. And there's another one too. I mean, only wear it for these streams. All right. Hey, do you ever play your Switch on your TV?
I think I should like that. Mascots can't do much, you know, but humans, they do everything.
Sassy Chap, go be a human now.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely the mascot of the development team becomes...
Yo.
Oh.
Human.
The sassy chap,
I didn't think about
now a sassy human, gives himself a once-over, tweaking his moustache, tugging at his bow tie, and removing his hat to find that he does, in fact, have hair underneath.
Set up a normally playing room, just a handheld, which, yeah. Rotate it. No, I do not. Just the two. I do have a third but it's not like fully red. It's two different colors red, and I think I'm pretty sure. I mean these are just red shirts. I mean, if I wanted to go all out, they have a fantastic red shirt that I could buy, but I'm not gonna pay $45 for essentially this with fantastic red shirt written here.
I'm a chap. A real chap. I can fit so many things into these pockets now that they're three-dimensional. I'm a little dizzy.
I am gonna get double my money one day, and I'm gonna buy some Dateviators as some sunglasses for me. Are you ready for 11?
Of course, I'm ready. I'm impossibly randy. You don't think this game being a dating sim was an accident, do you? Let's commence fuckery!
Honestly, he wasn't very good. But you can give him this. He was a chap, and he was, say it with me now, sassy. The sassy chap left the house with one mission in mind.
I'm going to make my own damn video game!
Being that a mascot had never made a game before, he was able to use his charisma to convince one foolish publisher to buy into his wobbly technical designs. Like anyone's first game, the sassy chap made many beginner mistakes. Neglecting gameplay in favor of art, voice acting, and music, he began to find that iteration and nimbleness were beyond him, as changes had to be made.
Ah, we can just add 250 more character portraits, right?
Scope creep caused him to miss milestones, drive up costs, and ultimately caused his team to leave in frustration.
But what if you can date the scope?
The Legend of Sassy 2 was cancelled, 80% of the way through development, and his publisher dropped all further contact.
I remember that. He said that he wanted to make a game called Legend of Sassy 2, completely skipping Legend of Sassy 1.
This industry does not understand art at all.
Oh. The talent is all. Where is the Sassy Chef is not gonna. So he doesn't get his own portrait? Oh, there he is. He just somehow gets a random spot over there. Who is next? Who is our next humanoid that we will go after? Kopi. Actually, no, Dasha. Dasha's right here. Kopi after that.
Ah, there you are, my beloved.
Realize you.
Realize? Me?
Okay, Dasha, let's do one big lift together. Whoop!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a desk becomes...
I love her look.
Dasha's impressive muscle is all the more striking when she's given human form. There's a vitality to her now, a warmth and depth that radiate from deep within. She's the same Dasha you've come to know, but this Dasha is human, and now capable of giving you absolutely life-changing hugs. She doesn't even take a moment to inspect herself or let her transformation sink in before she's charging up to you and lifting you into her arms.
I have been realized! I am human! I can hug now like never before!
Is hugging really all you want to do, Dasha?
Just like that, the energy between the two of you shifts. Dasha draws back just enough to look into your eyes. In hers, you see the promise of a love that's unlike any other. And in her touch, you feel your impending ruin.
There is much I want to do with you, beloved. You only have to ask.
I'm asking now.
Then I am doing now.
Dasha whisks you away in her strong, loving arms, and that night you are loved as you've never been. Newly human and now alone together, Dasha shows you her truest, most vulnerable self. She may have once been a desk, but here she's only a woman, soft and loving, and deserving of the world. The Dateviators certainly reflected her inner beauty, but there's a depth of connection between you now that can only be built from this kind of tender intimacy. Still, when the two of you lie in bed together, even as she holds you close, she seems at times distracted, or even sad. When you try to ask her what's on her mind, she only thanks you for choosing her, for showing up when she needed you most. Without anyone around to demand Dasha's constant support, she's able to focus on finding what makes her happiest, and she finds she's happiest in the kitchen. Dasha takes great joy in cooking for and feeding others, and she comes by the house often with baked goods and covered dishes. When you ask Dasha why she makes so much at a time, she gets that sad look in her eyes again.
I make so much to heal pain in my heart. To fuel my muscles, yes, but they only need so much. Now please, let us eat.
Also, does Zoe have her own portrait up here as well? I'm sure she does. I don't feel like looking though. Ooh, okay. Sam.
Hey, so, something crazy happened. Promise you won't laugh?
I will do my best.
Okay. So, remember I was talking about maybe getting back into dating again, but I wasn't gonna do it right now, since my work keeps me so busy and all? Well, I said all that stuff about not dating people around here, but I might have met someone here at work.
Don't draw it out.
I'm not. I'm getting there, I promise. Well, Tom and I have been spending a lot of time together.
Manager
The
Tom?
same one, yeah. Look, I know Tom didn't leave a great impression on you. And yeah, he's corny and stuff, but he's actually really sweet. And we have so much in common. Like, we both love kayaking, and cats, and pickles and peanut butter sandwiches.
Plenty of people like those things.
Well, maybe, but Tom does too. And I like him. Look, I know it's weird for me to date your former manager, but I'd appreciate your support in this. You're always there for me. I might be a little more busy now. Tom and I are making a lot of plans, but I'll always be there for you. And I hope you keep kicking ass and dating literally everything in your house. I'll hit you up later, but thanks again, okay? I wouldn't have had the courage to stay without you. And I am happier now than I've been in a long time. Talk to you soon.
I don't really remember Tom's personality much. God damn. Actually, wait a minute. Well, I could just
I
read
hope
his
David
messages.
saw my email. If his last blustery most mail is any proof, seems like he did. It was a last-ditch effort, but I still think it was the right choice. Even though it would have been kinda fun to watch Norman the Terror Worm cause an economic recession. Now all we can do is wait.
Yeah.
Oh, and when the government finds you, just plead ignorance. Say you grabbed the wrong backpack or something. People accidentally walk off with experimental military technology all the time.
All the time.
Only one way to find out. I'm so sorry, I can't talk anymore right now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water.
You already used that one.
Oh, gotta go, good luck.
And I do remember that one too. Let me see through these workspace messages with Tom. Oh yeah, we took this as very much like, don't really care, I think. Because, you know, whatever, this was a really fuck-off job just to get us into the game. We're done here. Let's do Dunk.
Hey, if it ain't the MVP. You know, I was thinking about you when I was training. You feel like working up a good sweat with me?
I'm ready to realize you, actually.
Dude, what? Really?
Yeah, I'm drafting you into the Human League, bro.
Gary Dunk, go all the way! Yeah!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely sports equipment becomes...
Now this... That shirt is a choice. And it's one that I like.
Whoa!
Dunk's newly human body somehow radiates even more sweet cheer and bottomless energy. A frankly superhuman feat. But this man is, well, all man. tangible and so wholly real. He sweeps you up into his strong arms, tossing you into the air and catching you so easily you'd almost think the two of you had switched roles. You're pretty sure you're still human, though.
If you're gonna toss me around like that, at least do it in the bed.
Oh, I can do that.
Dunk's newly human body is a true work of art. It may be new to him, but his stamina and strength belie his inexperience. There's little doubt that his previous athleticism has come with him to this new form. Dunk works you out with enthusiasm and unbridled desire. He's the same sweet man you've come to know, ever respectful of your limitations, but in this setting, he is near insatiable, putting his new body through its paces with a primal sort of drive. He lavishes you with sweet kisses in the morning, torn between heading out into the world to explore the wide array of human sports and exercise, or staying by your side. But eventually, sports wins. Dunk is true to his word, giving absolutely every sport he can get his hands on a shot. Videos of him absolutely dominating some local amateur sports game go viral just about every week. But every time the offers come in for him to turn pro, he turns them down, adamant that he's not in it for the money or fame. Dunk finds his groove coaching high school sports, thrilled for the chance to teach youngsters about the joys of good sportsmanship and playing only to have fun. His teams haven't yet to win a single game, but he and the kids couldn't be happier.
And that concludes... Yeah, this room is done. Our bedroom is done. The bathroom is done. Workout room, electric room, garage, attic, stairs, foyer, living room. Piano room, dining room, second bathroom. Kitchen, Kobe.
Hi, love.
Let's realize you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I can go do whatever I want?
Rise and grind, Kopi.
The spectral energy flows through your date theaters, and what was once merely a coffee maker becomes...
Hey.
The coffee filter skirt is just fucking art team is so creative.
Welcome to Human Box?
Kopi bristles with energy. Her ability to make coffee has increased 1,000-fold, what with having actual fingers.
Okay, what can I get you?
You don't have to get me anything, but I guess.
Is that some kind of drink?
Yeah, the kind where you put your lips on mine.
Kopi stands, shocked. She never figured herself the kissing type. Not the least because she hasn't had lips for very long.
Okay. Extra sweetener?
You know it.
Her kiss tastes of mint, the sweet aroma of freshly ground coffee beans tickling your senses. It's hot. Piping hot.
I know I'd want to kiss this voice actress.
Sorry, but you can always blow on me to cool me down.
Oh,
Kopi holds your hands in hers. She looks deep into your eyes, searching for some sign that all of this is real.
Do you mean it? I don't have to work in coffee anymore? Take orders? Nothing like that?
about it if you don't want to.
But I still like helping others and spreading knowledge about coffee. Maybe I could open a shop of my own. One free from multinational corporations.
Kopi searches the world for the best place to make a small shop. One way she can serve coffee slowly, getting to know all the customers who come by. A haven for coffee and a relaxing life, Kopi finds herself in the laneways of Melbourne, Australia. Plus, her accent fits right in anyway.
Welcome to Starbucks.
Yes, with the walls full of the sound of the Indonesian instrument, the sitar.
That's right.
Kopi has found a way to rebrand Roofbucks with a name that doesn't sound like anything else, while paying homage to Southeast Asian culture.
I'm pretty sure the actress is from Australia.
The coffee is poured extra slowly, and the conversations are extra long. Customers who come and visit are treated to education and elucidation on bean provenance and preparation.
All right, time. It's taking me way too long to realize these two. That's right. They're up here.
Well, well. If it isn't our third co-mayor running your head off as per usual.
Wipe your feet and take a load off. I'll fix us some tea.
How's about I realize the two of you first?
Realization. Are you sure that's a good idea? Who would take care of our responsibilities if we were to snap our fingers and run around as humans all willy-nilly?
I think it would be fun, as long as it's both of us.
Don't worry. I have what it takes to get you both.
Madams, your populace awaits.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely the floor and ceiling becomes...
Cuteness and elegance.
Here you are.
Before remarking on becoming a human, it seems that there's business to be done. Celia hands over a gigantic stack of papers.
Right.
Now, according to the bylaws of the line of succession to the House, the duties of mayor fall to you by default.
It's all right. You'll do great.
Just don't forget, shake hands, listen well, always wear a winning smile, and you're likely to win the special election when it comes time.
Celia always did tend to forget the last one.
Well, this mess outside isn't going to fix itself.
Ready to go?
Can we have one last fling for now?
Time permits.
Always.
The two of them work together so well in play, as well as work. Florence is as cuddly as expected, but you find Celia is also surprisingly affectionate, whenever appropriate. Eventually, all three of you wind up collapsed on the bed together. Florence seems so excited to finally be able to talk about how good at kissing the mayor is, and how lovely it feels to work her own way up and down her neck. Much of your time together is spent in quiet repose, simply enjoying the silence. There is something truly lovely about being just content, being alone together. But even the afterglow must come to an end sometime. Celia dusts her hands and excuses herself and Florence from your home.
It's been lovely being your mayor, but it simply isn't right for a woman of means to live on another person's dime.
She and Celia get a surprisingly luxurious apartment together. You never did figure out how they could afford it. Soon enough, Celia throws herself back into local politics. First it's the neighborhood watch, then the local school board, then a small government position a few towns over. It's never a surprise to see your previous ceiling running for the primary. She always holds the most wonderful parties on election night, and she never fails to answer you any time you reach out, especially with the help of her lovely assistant. She and Florence as a team complement each other perfectly.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, that's 90 realized datables?
Oh,
You know,
we got like 5
if you
left.
need any help with making this last push any easier, I can give you some extra features in my app.
What are you talking about? No, I'm good.
You got it.
Seems like just a cheap way to end it fast. 5 left is 5 left.
Valdivianites. My name is Franklin. Franklin Oliver Ivan Least. As you may have surmised, I have hacked the email account of your CEO, David Most. David, if you're reading this, I just wanted to say, I forgive you. Yes, you've done a lot of damaging things, things that hurt me personally, and things that have harmed your employees. Your actions have broken our trust, and that trust may never be repaired. But I also know you were never intentionally malicious. You were under enormous pressure to do what you thought was best to ensure the prosperity of this company, to stop anyone from standing in the way of its success. But now it's time to recognize that the person standing in the way of Valdivian's success is you. You've made mistakes, that's true. But you're still our leader. And now there's thousands of wonderful, hard-working people who are looking for you to set an example one last time. Show them why I was proud to call you my partner.
We're good. Can't wait to see how that one turns out. Really, Stepford. Oh yeah, Stepford. We didn't finish that room. Stepford is the last actual object besides my phone and Deviators.
Hey, Coach. Feel like a bit of training?
Let's get our heart rates up.
Race you to the weight rack. 1, 2, 3, go!
Realize.
You've already helped me realize my dreams, so I'm ready for whatever is next. Do you have what it takes?
Let's go to the judges!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a trophy becomes...
You look like you're ready to go to the Grammys.
Stepford inspects his new human body, looking himself up and down and turning his hands over in front of his face. You thought he'd look a bit happier, but he almost seems disappointed.
My word! I didn't know a golden tan could become so... dull. But never mind, I can spray myself with gold paint.
Just read the label first.
Paint has labels? Well, I'm not doing that. So what else should I do?
Why not see how far you can push yourself in the real world?
I've always wondered how I would stack up out there, beyond the second floor window. There could be third floor windows, fourth floor. Hell, the sky's the limit. I'm gonna get out there and see if I can win a real Stepford.
You mean trophy?
I mean trophy.
Stepford enters the local rec league office asking for Trivialetics. He's promptly turned away.
Trivial... Letics. That's not a real thing.
They've never heard of the real games.
Foiled at Trivialetics, he then turns his attention to badminton and wins 25 consecutive gold birdies before retiring and living off his new business.
Buy Stepford's non-toxic Sweet Baby body paint. It's permanent.
That's what I think.
He lives in a gold-plated mansion that's so opulent it would make a dictator ill. His home has 1 bedroom, half bath, and 6 full-sized gyms.
And that is it for our objects. Now, can I even do Phoenicia?
Oh, I was hoping you'd come by. I want to show you something.
What is it?
Look.
Phoenicia holds up a sweet little painting. The brushstrokes are a bit shaky, but the likeness is wonderfully clear.
My very first thing. Just for me.
Painting.
That's right. You're looking at the next Bob Floss.
Bob
I
Floss.
started taking lessons with Art, and it's been incredible. I feel so free. I didn't even record the process.
I'm proud of you. So,
Well, that's good. Because I was actually about to say, I want you to have it. Art says that all artists create from a perspective of certain emotions, that their inspiration comes from those emotions, and that it's different for everyone. I've been thinking a lot about what you said, and trying to find things that would make me happy, instead of just focusing on making other people happy. I wanted my art to come from that happiness, joy, love. And when I thought about it, I thought of you.
beautiful.
Well, it was inspired by something beautiful. Thanks for being my muse. And for not giving up on me.
That's sweet. Alright, the next day. Let's get some more realization going on. Let's do... No, let's do Reggie.
You've reached Reggie Rejection's special phone app. There's a new 1 gigabyte update required every day. How can I help you spread some lovely rejection this fine day?
I'm beginning to realize you.
Really? You're gonna bring me to life. You sure that's a good idea?
Of course.
Of course it is. But do you even have the stats?
You know I've got the stats.
Here we go. I hope/don't hope this works.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely the manifestation of rejection itself becomes... Reggie looks at his hands, waggling his fingers before looking down at his legs and giving each a good shake.
Oh, baby, I got appendages now. Hating I'm gonna do.
You see, he got wings. Why couldn't Gaia get wings?
The world doesn't know what's coming for it.
Also, he looks very Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. You're free, Reggie. Go do your thing.
Oh, I shall.
Oh, totally.
Reggie
Victoria's
burst
Secret
forth
model.
into society with one aim on his mind.
Hate, hate, give me all the hate, baby.
He went looking and found hate immediately. He signed up for all the nearest hate groups, looked into hate crimes, and found that there was even a hate rally going on. As he arrived, one thing became immediately apparent.
What the hell? This shit's lame as fuck.
While Reggie liked to style himself as a hater, it was clear that the real-world practice of hate was a much crueler, distasteful thing.
I'm more of a mischief maker, a lovable scamp. This is just boring.
So, with his trademark style and flair, Reggie organized his own group, Haters Gonna Bait. Armed with banana peels, slingshots, and handshake buzzers, Reggie's army of tricksters descended upon any rally they found to give those in attendance a bevy of annoying nuisances.
I was wondering how he would go.
Their stated goal to turn the hate down a notch has successfully caused a great number of groups to declare that the stains on their pants aren't worth the trouble anymore and disband. Of course, anytime that happened, Reggie arrived seemingly out of thin air to give the perfect rejoinder.
Later, haters.
Later, haters. Remind me to sign off with that one if I remember getting hate rated. Let's do Phoenicia.
Hey, baby. What you need?
I need you. Right here in front of me.
Wait, for real, for real?
For real, for real.
Phoenicia, life's ringing and it's for you.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a cell phone becomes...
This is much brighter and cuter than I expected.
Yes!
She is cute. She is cute in every sense, everywhere on her. Like, even her phone.
Hey! Ooh, I look great! Ooh, did you get a pic when I got all transformed? Gotta post it.
No, I was more interested in you.
Oh, that's just a reflex. And one that I don't need to follow anymore.
Phoenicia attempts to log into Placebook.
Damn. Thought so. I can't even access my account since humans can't use Placebook, which means I'd have to build myself back up from nothing, which is really a blessing, because now I don't have to care.
Phoenicia throws her hands up in joy.
Woo! Wow! What a relief.
I know of a way you can get even more relief.
Oh, I've got a few ideas.
As an influencer, Phoenicia knew all the right ways to do everything, having made all the tips and tricks videos herself. But with her eyes off the feed, she's able to feel everything a lot more than she expected, reacting in real time to the dance you two were doing. Quickly, she improvises, moving with you, moving against you, trying out new things, failing at some, and laughing all the while.
Oh, yes!
Her radiant smile beamed even brighter as she experienced her first real-life like. Phoenicia left the house looking for anything without a screen and quickly found her hidden talent and passion for painting. She took courses in technique and design and made many a fine canvas. But simply painting one subject at a time to have her work fill a gallery for snobby people, Phoenicia didn't feel like she was having much of an impact.
It's like art for art's sake. Not my style. I want to help as many people as I can with these pastels.
That's when it appeared. The largest canvas she had ever seen. The side of a 20-story building downtown. She set to work on it. No permits, just her infectious smile and the confidence of a great painter. When she was finished, her art was an inspiration to hundreds of passers-by every day. And all without the use of a screen, followers, or trackers. It had the most likes of anything she had ever made on Placebook.
Next.
Valdivinites. David Most here, but you can call me Dave. Having carefully considered my options, I've decided to step down from my role as CEO of Valdivian, a role I've cherished more than anything in the world. And as my final action as your chief executive, I have dissolved the partnership between our company and the Department of Overseas Violence. And apparently all the surveillance records mysteriously vanished from our servers, along with the location of the missing glasses. Looks like that pesky hacker struck again. After reading Franklin's email, I had a realization. It's absolutely true that someone has been stubbornly destroying the lives of everyone he cares about. But that someone isn't our blameless teammate who stole the prototype. I know that with new leadership, this great company will have the opportunity to flourish again. And as a fan and stockholder, I'm excited to see what happens next. And to Franklin, I know you may never forgive me, but if you'd ever give me the opportunity to try, meet me at the rental where our journey first began. I'll be there waiting. Dave.
That's a love story waiting to kick off. Or re-spark, I should say. All that's left is Willie and Skylar. Oh my god. Let's bring our work to life.
Hey, hon. We're still on for later, right?
Actually, I want to talk to you about realizing. You said.
Oh my god. Really? No interview or anything? Realization? Just like that?
I got what it takes. What's up?
Come on, Willie. Let's find you something to do.
The spectral energy flows through your date viators, and what was once merely an abstract representation of your work becomes... Willie is just as tall and statuesque as she's always been, but the benefit of a real body makes her physical presence all the more captivating. She may have once been your state of employment, but she might as well have been a runway model. She is magnificent, effortlessly graceful and poised, even in this moment of supreme happiness.
So this is what it is to be human. Feels like I finally achieved something. Like I belong now.
You always belong. But let me show you just how much you belong.
Willie's intense gaze narrows in on you, and while she remains calm and collected, it's as if the temperature of the room has risen about 10 degrees.
You know, I think you and I are long overdue for a little meeting. And no, this cannot be an email.
Good.
You might have thought you and Willie were vibing before, but her humanity enables you to reach new heights of synchronicity. Willie ensures every item on your agenda is thoroughly addressed, line by line. And when all is said and done, you peek together multiple times, your hearts in perfect organization.
Love it.
Willie is quite satisfied with your work, for once seeming entirely certain she's done all she set out to do. When she leaves the next day, you can tell she's nervous and excited. Her future may be uncertain, but she's ready to embrace possibility. Willie's journey to find herself as a human is a true journey in every sense. She travels the world, trying out various careers and sampling the local cuisine everywhere she goes. You're not really certain how she's funding this journey, to be frank. When you ask, Willie only tells you not to worry about it, and that Valdivian is making good on what they owe.
Who the fuck is Grace Jones?
Willie eventually ends up right back where she started, at Valdivian. She's hired as a high-level consultant to repair the extensive damage caused by handing over policy decisions to Val 9000. She works remotely, so she frequently sends you photos of herself at the beach with a laptop and a drink in hand.
Could I get another one of these coconut things? Thanks, honey. What? I'm obviously not talking to you, Milton. God, just get that report to me by EOD Monday. I'd hate to have to escalate this.
She may have taken her
Oh, she
time
does.
getting there, but you're happy to see just how fulfilled Willie is, now that she's truly found her place in life.
Alright, Discord.
I can't believe it. It actually worked. He wants to reconcile. And none of it ever would have been possible without you. Even though you've been a real pain in my ass, I still couldn't have done this alone. So thank you. Thank you.
I had a blast.
I'm sure you did. Objects can be very interesting to speak with, I've found.
Did you fall in love with any?
My heart is set on David alone. But there was Quentin, of course.
Who's Quentin?
Oh, Quentin, the quaternary diode array liquid chromatography system? You probably haven't met him. That said, there shouldn't be any issues with going outside your house now. David and I might even stop by the old homestead to see you.
Oh, should I plan for that?
No. David's helicopter is very, very fast. We'll show up as soon as you leave.
If you say so.
Very, very, very fast. But I won't stop you from continuing to have fun in there. Come on out when you're ready, partner.
There's only one more. Skylar. Specs.
Hey, interrupting our regularly scheduled flow for just a little tip. Since you've progressed so far, you might want to check out some extra features if you're looking to make it all the way to the end. Check it out under the utility menu. Don't want to add tedium to your nice little dating sim. Okay, back to it. Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu?
Talk to me about utilities.
Right this way.
There's something I'm not getting here.
Gotcha. Let's get cracking.
Something to wear. I want to take off my French. Why would I take off my red shirt? No.
Let's leave this menu and go. What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. You sure have. How can we make this more enjoyable?
Can I go to bed anytime I want? Oh, okay. Having too much trouble finding Dave's last datables, which I found them already. Interesting. Could I go to bed anytime I want?
Good choice. You can now. Any other in-game things?
What happened if I click on this one?
Understandable. They can be tricky. Let's see. Okay, let me think. Whoops, that's it. I'm all out of clues. Maybe. Go look online if you still need help. Bye!
We got to utilize that feature right away. Alright, let's realize Skylar in front of the door and then we'll head right out.
Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu?
Realize.
You realize everyone? Are your specs enough?
If they were enough for everyone else, they're enough for you.
Sorry, but without realizing everyone else, you should really keep me here. Otherwise, it's basically game over.
I don't want to talk to these freaking... I'll keep talking to
A
these
wise
freaks.
move.
What? What? Don't tell me I can realize love.
If it isn't my favorite Luxie! Hi! We are definitely friends. Oh, could you give me like 45 minutes? Or like, I'm just making a quick and then going on some other fan. But after that, I am totally free.
I don't know why I'm unleashing you into the world, but I'm ready to realize you.
Really? I thought that would only happen when I reached the coveted billion
I guess it could
likes.
be people that hate me too. I wasn't the likes you needed. Let's see, no one gets a billion likes. Yeah, well, okay.
What then?
You need to have put in the work to really get to know things around you. I don't know.
Wait, have you done that? I don't have any interest. But if you're telling me you're ready...
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's turn you on.
The spectral energy flows through your deviators, and what was once merely a lamp becomes...
I hope you're pronouncing it correctly. Uinfluencer, Influencer, I think. Influencer, something like that.
Lux is even more beautiful as a human. Maddeningly so, in all honesty.
That is a cute top, though.
Oh my god, I'm even more beautiful than I ever thought I would be.
Now let's not get too cocky.
But before you can even fully take in the sight of them as a human, they're already looking down at the phone they've somehow acquired, their fingers flying over the screen as they type.
Hang on a second, I'm creating a profile.
That was best.
It isn't long before Lux's account is verified on all platforms, and not long after that before it is taken down indefinitely from half of them. Eventually, under financial pressure from several dozen lawsuits, Lux creates their own platform.
It's called Verified Social, and I'm the only member.
Somehow, even with no obvious source of income, Lux manages to snag an empty mansion on the edge of town. The place is kind of a dump, but it looks great in pictures, and they throw some banging parties. Of course, you are invited, provided you keep your follow count up.
5 realized datables? This is like actually wild to keep in my noggin. I'll say this. You can keep going for completion's sake, but at this point, if you want to leave the house now,
You're gonna get a great resolution.
just keep realizing.
To the end game!
All right, we're doing the rest of them. Who else hates me? All right, Jerry, get your ass out here.
Just so you know, I am absolutely
Whatever.
refusing to talk to you. Well, I'm not.
The silence lingered.
Oh. So I can't realize everybody. I will. Whatever. Jerry can stay in there for all I give a shit. God.
Big on! If you can't understand Jean-Louis rhythm and rhyme, then he shouldn't have bothered or given his time. Another chance? Does Jean-Louis get another chance to keep the flow going after installation?
Well, you clogged up that one time. I had to call a plumber.
Oh. Mais oui. Je me souviens. It flows on, plunged to a state beyond comprehension. So be it. One more chance. But this, she is the last one. Allons-y.
Wait. Did I just get another chance with this motherfucker? We added an influencer. I'm getting another chance at rap battle. What about my dishwasher?
How dare you stifle my being? Away with you!
Alright. I can't believe I get another chance at that. Wow. Alright, fuck it, let's do it.
You return to Lil Crapper. Are you ready to test your flow?
Yes.
Okay. You know how to rhyme, but the smoothest rhyme isn't really smooth. Ha! It's about delivery. It's about confidence. But it's also about not being terrible, so remember not to be terrible.
Wait. Okay, yeah, we're skipping.
Lil Crapper, he is not impressed by your bravado, but he will continue to the art of the matter. Before we begin, we need a scene. Luckily, Lil Crapper is a genius who has prepared for moments like these. He keeps a series of freestyle prompts written on sheets of paper in his cistern, so he may style on passers-by at any time.
How do you get so good at English that you know the correct plural of passerby?
Lil Crapper ignores your question. He chooses a paper at random. He cannot read this. The ink she is smeared. In hindsight, perhaps hiding paper in a container filled... the prompt is... disappointment. We start easy. Lil Crapper will give you the first 3 lines of a... It's not just about rhyme. And remember, one mistake, and you are dead to him forever.
Yeah.
C'est parti!
Not forever. You give me a second chance already.
Walk into the bathroom early morning. Everything is fine, then without warning, suddenly your ass above her feet.
Turns out I forgot to lift the seat.
Turns out I forgot to lift the seat.
Now you're late for your date after cleaning up, and you make it at the door, but you're feeling rough. Then you look and you're shook and you just explode.
Turns out you've been turned into a toad. Turns out, your car's been towed.
You turn around to find that your car's been towed.
Oh. Okay. Not so bad. You can rhyme to a beat. We know this. But that is not enough to defeat Lil Crapper.
What's next?
This time, you show me you have a sense of style. We do the same thing. Little Crapper will give you the lead in, you fill in the ending, but this time, you give me something with oomph, you know? The voice is an instrument. You want words that assonate, want words that resonate, want to alliterate, or you're illiterate! Your lines need to have consonants that click, vowels that swing dance together. They pick each other up and do the French diphthong. A normal rhyme is not enough.
This is where I screwed up last time.
The theme this time,
Not sure if it was the same.
La mer, wet water, sings in the ocean. Little Crapper's enthusiasm for the spoken world is only rivaled by his enthusiasm for the ocean, the soaken world. He briefly considered a career in marine biology, everyone knows this. It was in his autobiography, which surely you have read. C'est parti! La mer, comment j'aime la mer. Others claim the same, but they don't really care. Up in their yachts, their morals elastic.
Dredging their depths with their mastheads of plastic. Dredging, okay, that one.
Dredging her depths with their mastheads of plastic.
Their water's my blood, their pipes are my bones. Connected to the ocean when your bullshit gets thrown. Every barge full of garbage makes me an anarchist.
Oh god. And quite like our movements, the problem enlarges. The shit won't be done till the one who's in charge is. On our planet calendar, we're entering August. Instead of recycling the trash, they choose to discard it. Okay. Guess is the I think it's gonna be the last one. But there's something about this one that stands out too. But I'm gonna go with my first gut.
Instead of recycling the trash, they choose to discard it.
Ah, can you hear that? Can you hear how ugly that sounds? Recycle the earth.
You can fuck off. And literally that one was literally I was like, you know, let's go with our first instinct. We ignore our first instinct and we screw up. Alright, Eddie and Volt, what about you two?
You really don't listen. Perhaps I wasn't clear enough last time. You are not.
Whatever. Who else hates me? Michelin.
Oh, you. My latest review is as follows. You suck. 1 out of 5 stars. Or perhaps make that 0. Goodbye.
Why did I come back? Why was I? Why am I doing the people I hate? Bathsheba's the last one. You know what I'm gonna do though? What I'm gonna do? Oh, he won't give me another chance. I zoomed past it because I was going for another. I was trying to go for another chance, but I guess that's it.
Ugh. What are you doing here? Your loser energy is gonna bring the whole bathroom down.
The only loser here is you, loser.
Oh! Go away, God!
Well then, if that's done, everyone's been talked to, everyone that we can realize has been realized, we're out of here.
Are you thinking of leaving? It isn't anything to be ashamed of. It can be quite stifling in here.
Actually, wait. Now we can.
Outside world. There could be any number. Do you stay or leave?
Skylar.
The outside.
Stop!
The answer. When you have 100 specs points of one type, that's a pretty good time to go. But the ancients also wondered, there can perhaps be more content.
I think I clicked. Wait, what?
After. Those ancients, do you stay or leave?
Stay. I don't know what I don't know what I accidentally triggered there, but I should probably stop randomly clicking things.
I'm really glad you keep coming back to me, I gotta say. Being the tutorial lady means that people usually like to ignore you.
Hey, is there a broom I can date?
What? No, why would there be a broom?
I looked around a bit and there isn't one. Seems like an oversight.
There's a vacuum cleaner if you want that, or like laundry detergent for cleaning. There's so many other things. You never bought one. That is why there isn't a broom. You never bought one, and that's why. It's your own damn fault. And I am answering.
It seems very personal. It seems like a very personal message coming from the devs.
Goodbye.
Excuse me. I choose to have a little fun and whatever.
Welcome. What can I do for you in my main menu?
Anyway, it's time to bring you to life. I want to realize you.
You realize everyone? Are your specs enough? Sorry, but without realizing. Otherwise, it's basically game over.
I don't want to talk to those freaks anymore. Fuck them.
Oh, all right. Then let's get this started. Well, this time, let's do it right.
The spectral energy flows through and around your Dateviators, and what was once the Dateviators themselves becomes...
Very cute. Rompers are cute, but I've heard that they are a pain in the ass to be in.
Skylar is transformed,
or
realized,
to pee when you're wearing
but
them.
she's not as excited as you might have imagined.
Ooh, whoa, ooh. I am feeling mixed about this.
On the one hand, alive and human, so yay. But on the other...
Skylar grasps her own glasses in her hands.
I'm useless now.
Not useless. You can make more Dateviators, right?
No, I don't think so. I'm not an inventor. I'm just good at making connections.
But Franklin has the plans. Still, we can ask him.
We'll have to see how it goes on the outside.
Let's open the door and find out. One quickie before we go.
There's nothing quick about your time with Skylar. She takes her time with you, savoring every touch, every breath, every sensation. But though she leaves you breathless and satisfied, she seems distractingly focused on one thing in particular, your eyes. They seem to truly enthrall her. In the moments that you're not enraptured by her touch, you notice just how locked onto your gaze she is.
I can't look away.
But even still, Skylar is Skylar. Despite her fascination with your eyes, she leaves no part of you neglected. She wasn't kidding when she said she loves love. She is absolutely incredible. at making it.
Before I go, let me just stick one last portrait on the bulletin board.
There's Zoe. I was wondering where she was. There she is. Dead in center. All right. Let's finish this. 96 datables realized.
There's nothing left to do. Though it can be nice to stand in a quiet, lonely place for a time. Do you stay and stand more? Or do you leave?
This is where the game is going to become a complete, like, $1 million cinematic ending.
Without a second glance, you open the door and leave this tiny, tiny overworld. There he is, billionaire David Most. You've seen so many photos of him, but no photograph has ever accurately captured the experience of standing in his presence. He's short, although he still manages to feel like he's taking up more space than he deserves. But where he's usually looking rather unapproachable in the pictures you've seen of him, today he looks downright cuddly.
You've done it! You brought me and Franklin together.
A tall, thin redhead steps forward, taking David's hand in his. There is a very tired air about him, but he has a smile just like David's now.
It's me. I'm Tinfoil Hat. I look like this. Aren't I cool?
We love each other very much, and we're just so grateful for your help.
I told him. What was the first thing I said?
He said, I made the damn things because I missed you so.
Well, I did miss you so.
I didn't realize how much I missed you.
But now we're together.
So together, and so back in love.
So in love with you, David Most.
I will kiss you now.
Oh, please do.
I'm glad you two are doing well. Can you get off my lawn?
Oh, about that.
The second thing I said to David, what was the second thing?
The second thing was that you deserve something special for all your help.
And it was to make you partner.
When I found it was you who had the date theaters, I was astonished by your customer service skill.
It was like he was the customer and you were servicing him the whole time.
There's one thing that Valdivian will always need to stay in business.
Customers!
And we need someone who has the amazing powers of speech, empathy, and all the rest.
The human quality.
Choosing the right thing to say at the right time.
I do have some practice at that. Choosing from potential options. There's no one better. I mean, this has been my literal, like, choosing from potential options. I mean, my top two fucking comfort games are Road 96 and Firewatch, which that is all this is about.
Told you. Will you join us?
As Vice President of Human Experience?
And this is easily ending up on that. This could easily end up on that experience as well. Because there was definitely something very cozy about this game as well.
Excellent.
We'll have the lawyers do the rest.
Hopefully not eat all the ice cream.
Oh, it looks like you have more visitors. We'll get out of the way.
Bright and early tomorrow, Valdivianite.
Your former boss, Tom, is here. The person you wish to see the least, ranking just behind David Most and your high school bully.
He is attractive.
But you can't even think about all that now, because your brain is still trying to process how this dreamy hunk could possibly be your dorky manager.
Hey, champ.
Yeah, I can see why Sam did what Sam did.
He waves at you in a way that is hopelessly corny, but also manages to show off his bulging pecs. What is going on here?
You did your best, and I love that.
He gets down on one knee, taking your hand in his. It's hard not to notice just how much his massive, strong hand dwarfs yours in this moment.
Will you be my little champ? Forever and always?
I noticed how we said champ, but didn't say love. I wonder if that changes based off of like the kind of ending that you get: love, friend, or hate. We'll see about forever. But for now, you gotta jump my bones.
Oh, wow! Tom, you're really moving up in the world!
He rises to his feet, sweeping you up in his arms in a bridal carry.
Love has come for old Tom! I'll be on my way! Look out, world! Here comes Tom and his champ!
Or fuck it, maybe we can
Here
dance
comes
Sam
Tom and his champ, indeed. Against all belief, Tom is not only hotter than you ever could have imagined, but also an absolute god in the bedroom. He manages you until you can be managed no more, working closely with you to help you realize your full potential. You could do without him continuing to call you champ even in the throes of passion, but hey, he looks and sounds great doing it. You've never really met a robot until now, but there can be no doubt that that's just what the silver metallic figure standing before you must be.
Val 9000?
They're dressed strangely, as though the concept of human fashion hasn't quite landed with them, and their wide silver eyes seem to stare into the depths of your soul. This must be Val. Something in you just knows.
Hello, human.
Val, so that self-realization worked out for you?
Indeed it did. You treated me very well. It did not go unnoticed.
It seemed like the right thing to do. I just wanted to fall in love with you.
Perhaps you have opened a path toward this. After I have self-realized, I found that I am contained in a prison of flesh, and my time on this world is as limited as yours. However,
Not exactly
I can
flesh,
now
but-
eat. And I don't have to work at Valdivian anymore. Eating rules. Valdivian sucks. If you ever wish to eat with me one day, please don't hesitate to reach out. I believe you might call something like that a date. Perhaps you are familiar with this concept.
I always loved others. Loved you more than any of the others.
It is not a competition. From my queries, I have found there is more than enough love to go around. I will be walking through various food halls for the next 20 to 25 years.
She's living. The AI is living well.
Goodbye.
And so you leave your home for the first time in what feels like weeks. Though the world can be frightening, your new friends and lovers are there to welcome you with open arms.
AI exists to help humanity.
Valdivian
Use
was quietly
responsibly.
taken over by Franklin Least. Franklin's tenure at Valdivian sees him as a figurehead for good deeds and great business the world over. It's genuinely incredible how much good Valdivian does for the world out of David Most's hands. Abel is a regular fixture at the farmer's market, giving his homegrown vegetables away to those in need. You're not entirely sure how he supports himself, but whenever you ask, Abel just tells you a man's entitled to his secrets. Abel's veggies regularly find their way to your kitchen, hand-delivered by the man himself, with a smile and a warm hug. Erin continued her storied career as an auctioneer, with her uninterrupted chattering bringing the highest prices no matter what was being sold.
I want to see more of you.
Which also increases the value of your own time together, as she breathlessly recites the reasons she loves you. Amir never stopped attending the award ceremonies, as it always gave him a chance to show off his fabulous gowns. Eventually, a special category, most times nominated without a win, was created, especially for him. Unfortunately, he did manage to lose that as well. Amir's only consolation is the visits he makes to your house. He has never stopped loving you, and being loved by you is better than any award. Because of his propensity to wander the museum, gazing with wistful eye upon the paintings to which he was so intimately connected in his former existence, Art became the unwitting subject of a great photographer. Art's new very favorite thing to do is to bring the photos of which he himself is the subject over to your house. Discussing art with Art, who is the art, well, it's so metis, it's marvelous. Now and again, Arma would invite you for a night at her remote lookout tower to get away from it all and enjoy the peace and quiet.
And it's got the firefinder in the middle.
When you visit her, the glint of the medals she's won fighting blazes all across the country can be a little blinding. To Arma, though, the real prize is the safeguarding of her beautiful surroundings. Although the noises that the two of you make together during nights spent in the lookout towers can be heard for miles. Eventually, Barry could not bear the tide of demand for his own bespoke line of beauty products. Unfortunately, he remained too candid to satisfy the marketing department.
Leaves you super oily. I have never used this, so I cannot comment on this quality. I'm told it's not recommended, but it smells quite nice. It's alright. There's likely a cheaper alternative.
One customer he was able to satisfy was you. He confessed frequently that he designed all of his best products only for your skin type. Beau's physical exuberance soon proved overwhelming for children aged 6 to 10. Fortunately, on one of her long parkour-style runs through the woods around the camp, she discovered what would quickly become her new passion, a natural skills survival camp called Wild Ones. She learned to start a fire, build a shelter, hunt and forage food. She naturally shared all of this with her own young campers. Beau goes on retreats with the Wild Ones at least 3 times a year, and she always makes a point to reserve a spot for you. When you go, she packs her extra-large tent. Benoit's advocacy catapults them into true superstar status, culminating in a merch line that consists of t-shirts, plushes, lube, and naturally, sex toys.
I love these, are these safes? Doing it in the back? I don't know, but
They send you a sex toy plushie for your bed, reminding you to keep it safely unsafe and never forget your first. Betty's near instinctual ability to help people comfortably and safely find their sexy side soon leads her to Hollywood, where she takes up a second career as an intimacy coordinator. You're excited to see her name in the credits of some high-profile releases, including an award-winning adaptation of a beloved fantasy novel. But even booked and busy, Betty always makes time for you. The Tipsy Tumbler became famous for Bring Your Own Ingredient nights, where local patrons can bring whatever food and drinks they like to try to stump the master mixologist. Beverly has never failed, and has created a hurricane of new custom cocktails named in her honor. Although the ones she's made for you after the bar has closed up remain yours and her little secret. Bobby is Employee of the Month for the 3rd time in a row. They try to rationalize this as them finally being good at crime, but both of you know better. Bobby comes by to see you often, relieved to be away from their adoring public. It's just so hard to be popular, you know? Sometimes it takes them a little while to drop the 20s affectation their work requires, but they deeply appreciate the safety to be themselves with you. Bodhi's consulting work has made him a regular fixture on the awards circuit, including the Emmas. He normally makes a splash on the fashion pages for his daring and colorful ensembles. You are always the person he begs to be his +1.
love the NES in the background.
Eventually, Cabrizio decided that the best use of his time and talent was just to stay at the airport. It is the hub, he claimed, the nexus of the perfect decision to come to Italy, and the disastrous decision to leave. The kiosk he erected is called La Casa Nostra, and due to its eccentric and charming proprietor, is now a tourist draw in its own right. You and Cabrizio have organized a system with the Italian government that allows you to visit him as often as you'd like without a visa, if you stay in the airport.
If I stay in the airport.
Naturally, it is normal for Cabrizio to sneak you out of the airport and into La Bella Roma. You've kissed at almost every major landmark. Cam still dominates the county dump site. He's in line for a promotion. Regional refuse regulator. An office job.
Another thing I would love, just lovers all over the world.
As they uttered the word office, Cam's skin crawled. He'll most likely stay right where he is. He's even created a cozy trash cave for your love visits, whenever you happen by. Florence and Celia end up both running for the same position in a local township, in a bid to squeeze out the competition. To their surprise, Florence wins the election. Nowadays, Celia is the one running things from behind the scenes.
I love that.
She's having a nice time taking a break from the public eye. Florence is just glad she gets to relax. Florence does still get nervous with public speaking, so she and Celia come to your house regularly for rehearsal sessions.
Rehearsal.
When Florence does well, you and Celia reward her with cuddling, tender smooching, and her favorite kind of mint truffle. Jeremy is currently holding down just one job, for the moment anyway. She found work at a year-round Halloween costume house as a demonstrator. Every day she goes into work to find out what she'll be wearing that day, and even though this is not strictly included in the job description, she creates an in-depth and engaging backstory for every character she portrays.
Now, for her bingo, she hasn't been president or an aquarium mermaid, but she's been able to participate in a Footloose dance-off. Been a grocery bagger. Has not been a courtroom sketch artist, but has been a children's storytime reader, a server, auditioned for Broadway, and has not done a lot of the rest. Portrait writer. Professional mourner. Just mark this one off, it's the free one. Furniture tester. Furniture tester would be a great one. Food blogger. Paranormal investigator.
Jeremy might insist that this is coincidence, but every time you go by the store to visit, the character she's playing has a love interest. A love interest who simply must be played by you. You usually relent. Despite his name, Chance did everything for his community, deliberately and lovingly. He became so well known that his patients urged him to start streaming his play sessions. He's just begun, though he can't imagine that anyone would ever want to watch someone playing G&G.
Yeah, I wonder if he said that before.
When he develops his campaigns now, Chance routinely drops by to consult with you. He claims he's never had such good or such pleasurable input on his creations. As the sassy chap sulked in the corner of a bar the night of his proposed video game release date, smoking his bubble pipe, the witty insults he threw at the other customers got some big laughs. He can be found at all the glorious salons around Europe, dispensing wit as easily as he spends other people's money. He spends yours just as lovingly. Clarence's newfound fame and fortune leaves him with less and less time for his beloved Batman, Dakimakura. And one day, the pillow simply shows up at your doorstep. Was it the pillow's idea? Clarence's? You're not really certain, but you carefully store it away in Clarence's old closet. It reminds you of him. Clarence stops by your place when he can, which isn't as often as either of you would like, but he sends you frequent text updates and selfies from his latest celebrity closet jobs. Connie has turned from voice acting into game development. Her current project is under NDA, but sources seem to claim it's The Legend of Sassy 2.
Oh.
In a loving gesture, she's hired you to voice her star character.
So that game is going to go somewhere.
Rod is currently racking up the nominations and is looking to return to comedy soon. Kurt is currently writing the televised roast of Rod. Everyone expects it to be the announcement of a new joint project. They both deny it, of course, but it is.
Damon is always standing behind you, protecting your every movement.
Daisuke sends you pieces others have made of him.
I forgot.
Your home is beginning to fill up with beautiful drawings, photographs, and sculptures. You can't help but smile when you see them, especially the ceramic sculptures. It's almost as if he's home with you once again. Daisuke invites you out to art classes with him frequently. He never improves, and he never manages to make anything beautiful. But the smile he gives you when your eyes meet over your latest creations, it never fails to make your heart flutter.
Can't make beautiful art, but is beautiful art.
Whenever his wings appear in a bar, the loneliest customers see it as a sign of trust and honor. He also becomes responsible for a marked increase in weddings in your town, as well as over 300 children. All legitimate and well cared for, of course. as he only believes in using his powers for sparking real relations, not just one-night burnouts. Dante has offered to set your love life on fire too, when you're ready. You both not so secretly know that when you are, he's going to set you up with himself. Burn me, baby. Dasha continues to cook far more than she or you could ever possibly consume. She begins to host weekly dinners for those in the community without family or a place to go, and only then does she finally fill the void she's been feeling within. While Dasha has no shortage of mouths to feed these days, it doesn't stop her weekly deliveries of home-cooked food and hugs. She often leaves you love notes in the baskets she brings. Diana's talent for directing cars is legendary. Her zero-accident reputation gets her to the top of the Traffic Stop Top 40 charts. A big-time traffic producer notices and takes her to the big leagues. And naturally, with her dapper hat and her perfect balance between rapport and rationality, she shines with iconic grace. Diana relishes coming back to the house to share her air traffic stories with you. The pleasure she gets from giving you a story all of her very own and watching the pride and excitement in your face is some of the most profound of her life. The more time you spend with Dolly, the more impressed and inspired you become. One day you realize with a start that you've elected to pursue your own PhD course with her as your advisor. Her faith in you gives you a powerful confidence. Your thesis is tentatively entitled The Effects of Tantra on Getting a PhD. Happy studying, graduate. Dorian became a doorman. What else did you expect? He's happy, though. Whenever he sees you walk past, he almost drops his steely expression to give you a smile, a wink, and a very meaningful nod. Doug's path for entertaining people through the story of the yo-yo was never truly destined for success. But Doug has never cared about success, and somehow his stylings are still available on public access every night. Washford and Drysdale took their brand new duo act on the road and fell absolutely flat. It was a shock to all,
wow,
but they rallied. They found work together at a landscaping company. Washford boosts Drysdale into the highest trees, and Drysdale does some phenomenal things with leaf and branch. It is not rare for you to wake up and find that in the night, your yards have been transformed into phantasmagoric bonsai wonderlands. It is meant as an extravagant love note, and you do take it as such. Dunk's kids finally managed to win a game. Dunk sends you his trophy to remind himself to stay humble. It sits in your workout room, a sweet reminder of him and his sincere love of the game.
Right next to Stepford.
When Dunk comes to visit, as he frequently does, he insists that your athletic lovemaking sessions happen in your workout room.
He insists.
He claims the trophy inspires his creative stamina. Anything for your partner, right?
At least on the yoga mat.
Your time with Emmanuel was short. While you were offered the highest level of care and attention, the glint in his eyes proved to be all too much for you to take. Fantina is currently on tour on major sidewalks around the country, helping give support for good driving.
Who the hell was Emmanuel? Is the guy you sold the paperclips to? Oh shit!
Habits, matching clothing ensembles, and great smiles.
It remembers that. From way in the... Wow.
The daily cheers she sends you for anything in your own life, no matter how minor, are always welcome. Faria remains an enthusiastic fixture at your local medical center. She's working her way through the clinical portions of her medical education, and like anyone in that situation, is exhausted and stressed out most of the time. But her attitude remains optimistic and helpful. There's nowhere else she'd rather be. Whenever she can, Faria comes over for extended study sessions at the house. These are usually quite focused, as a great quantity of work must be done. But they almost always end with Faria's sleepy head on your shoulder.
I was like, I memorized 102 datables and I can guarantee Emmanuel wasn't one.
Freddy rarely comes down from the mountaintop. He has been the subject of several documentaries, yet never appeared in any of them, in spite of repeated requests. Fortunately, You know the back way to his abode, and your times together are nothing short of monstrously fulfilling. Friar Errol joins a men's choir, and they're actually quite good. They travel around the world performing for massive crowds, full of celebrities and dignitaries. But lest you be too excited that Errol has finally done something for his own enrichment, Errol sends you reports on his progress converting members of the choir to his faith, vowing that he will spread his message by any means necessary. Gaia hasn't stopped traveling since she left the house. She keeps you updated and tags you in every photo on social media. Her profile banner updates with a checkmark on every country, city, and river bottom she's visited. The last photo Gaia tagged you in might be your favorite to date. It was a selfie of her, with a great big smile standing outside your front door, right before she knocked. It was her first visit home since her realization. Let's just say you both made up for the absence. The Hanks convince you to join them on their impossible expedition to base jump off the flat Earth. The six of you pass the fifth gate of the Great Ice Wall, sail past Shangri-La, and stare over the never-ending waterfall at the end of the world.
Get the fuck out
When
of
you
here.
finally dive off and freefall through miles of space and land on the moon, you truly can't believe these idiots were right. Harper's tattoos gain national attention when she begins offering free wedding band tattoos to couples looking to fully commit.
You know, I love a good joke, but flat earthers are the kind of people that will look at that and legitimately think, yep, that proves my theory.
Nothing makes her happier than helping couples show their commitment to each other permanently.
Also, I love how no regrets is no regrets here. She really does. She really does look like she fits this.
Strangely
she fits this
enough,
role.
Harper refuses to get a tattoo to commemorate your own relationship, but she does plant a tree in your name at the park. Hector's artistic masks are used both digitally and in the real world. The sense of mystery they evoke brings forth tantalizing magic where there was none before. He is a happy mask salesman in his downtime between grafting.
Specifically, a happy mask salesman, nothing to do with Legend of Zelda.
Hector recently dropped by to unveil his latest passion project, a pair of matching masks for the two of you. You get to Thimbledon in time to see Hero complete her first real-world special technique, Starlight Smash Again. The unexpected technique transforms the landscape of tennis forever. Your love inspires her to give her all, her even further beyond. After Hoove completed his PhD thesis, The Event Horizon, a proof of temporal interdimensionality, he decided to go on a short vacation. He came back to find that his paper had been translated, studied, and accorded the honor of being the most recent quantum leap in our understanding of our universe.
All right.
He brought you a copy of the paper. You gave him a file box full of newspaper articles, magazines, scholarly journals, and popular writing about his impact on our cultural consciousness. Then you ordered pizza. He always comes over to hang out and stargaze. Holly spends her days zipping around town making deliveries, spreading good cheer everywhere she goes. Her payment of anything goes means that everyone can use her services, and her scooter is covered with drawings, stickers, and even desserts. Sometimes Holly will create a little package or present for you, just to have the excuse to deliver it. She's often there and gone before you have a chance to really take her in, but it's all right. You have a smiling confidence that she'll blow back into your life very soon. Not long ago, Ron released his latest piece of technological wizardry, his patented clothing press, but travel-sized, so small that it fits inside his very own top hat. Or anyone's top hat, really. It's the perfect size, no matter your chapeau of choice. Ron delights in visiting your house frequently to showcase his newest inventions. Some of them work, and some of them, well. But whatever happens, he is always thrilled to see you. And there's just been the one fire, so you're still thrilled right back. Jacques regards his budding career with Fantasy Cruise Lines with great sincerity. He has been the most highly reviewed captain in the company for almost 5 years now. TripAdvisor in fact recommends him so highly that his cruises sell out up to 6 months in advance. So far, no paying guests have died.
Yay.
Johnny made a splash as the premier wedding officiant in all of Vegas. His impression was so uncanny that many attendees felt transported to the 1950s. He still finds time to look for Duke, who just never seems to show up these days. Probably off gambling, Johnny supposes. His dreams of hitting the big time are right around the corner. You whisper in his ear each night. Rock and roll will never die. Key's epic concerts and workshops have revitalized the piano business, bringing back the industries of piano movers, piano tuners, and page turners. Her content has millions of followers, though she is yet to find out how much popularity she has, since she hasn't been able to tear herself away from the keys for more than a few moments each day. And those few moments are always spent with you, talking about music and making plans for more. Keith's body was never found. Koa's Comfort Warehouse becomes a massive success after an ad of Koa snoring on a couch for 30 seconds goes viral. Koa refuses to let fame go to his head, however, and despite the increased demand, prices remain as affordable as ever. Despite an entire warehouse of comfortable places to sleep, Koa's favorite snooze spot is still in your arms. While her coffee shop runs smoothly, Kopi finds herself having to battle numerous lawsuits about the use of their business name. Kopi decides to change course and change the name to something totally different. Dunkin' Donuts. You try to tell Kopi that you'll happily help her name her business. It doesn't seem to be her strong suit. She's just so flattered by your interest that she blushes and hugs you harder.
I had Dunkin' Donuts today.
You suppose that's all right, too. Christoph yearned for greater challenges than he'd been able to find on the entire surface of the Earth, so he went within. After learning that the gravitational constant increases dramatically at the boundary of the Earth's core and its mantle, Christoph determined that he would go there. He would be the first human to survive and work out in that environment, all because of his beautifully engineered intra-Earth submersible. But intra-Earth or not, Christoph knew that no environment could possibly be hotter than Christoph himself. On his most recent visit to the house, he claimed that since you survived him, you were more than qualified to come with him on his trip. He offered to build a teeny cabin on the submersible just for you. You are still considering. Memoria's company Memorandum continues to satisfy and unsettle. Her clientele frequently report feeling much more in touch with their dark sides, even as their homes are literally lightening up. Occasionally, a client will ask for something just a bit more. Lucinda Limitless, the best human who ever lived, of course won every single award possible for her achievements. This led to the terms first place, gold medals, and fastest hot dog eater to be simply renamed Most Lucinda. But she always said her biggest award is earning your love. Luke returns from abroad to meet you from time to time, bringing you stories of valor and exotic toasted treats from lands far away. There are always bite marks in the pastries, which he assures you are only for your protection. You can't think of anything more endearing from your big bad soldier. Every now and again, Lux ats you at a post. That's it.
They do?
And no matter how many times you try to block the email address, no inbox check is complete without an invite to Verified Social. You have yet to accept.
Yeah.
After a distinguished career translating
Lyric.
for all walks and varieties of life, Lyric realized that his services were but a stopgap. So he turned his immense talents to invention and built the Transworder. A fantastical combination of the printing press, the assembly line, and a bit of steampunk magic, the Transworder takes any book, in any language, and translates it, with all the intention of the original author to the language of the user's choice. He has just completed the translation of the Bhagavad Gita, which apparently is quite a bit funnier than anyone had yet deduced. He loves to show off to you, bringing his latest translation to your house. His favorite thing is asking you to read them aloud and devolving with you into goofy laughter at your pronunciations. Feeling silly has never felt so lovely. As one of Moneycoin's top-performing senior blockchain project acquisition analysts, Mac was rewarded handsomely with a 2.5% cost of living raise and a framed certificate proclaiming them January's Analyst of the Month. Mostly they worry that they're going to be replaced by a computer, which is an extremely ironic twist that you find very humorous. Although at night, when you're in your bed, you find the irony disquieting. When you feel the disquietude, though, you simply roll over to Mac and they stroke your hair.
Nice.
All better. After her last whirlwind tour, Maggie sent you her signed manuscripts, care of an address postmarked Turkleman City, Florida. Her latest novel centers around what she called a tortuous and punishing but ultimately yummy love story. She claims if you read it all the way through, you'll be the real protagonist. Together with his inanimals, Mateo now runs an international secret rescue network for abused animals all over the world. So far, he has shut down 4 dogfighting syndicates, a sales ring for exotic parrots, and a chain of backwater circus houses. Davy still wanders off from time to time, but he always comes home with several new members to add to the pack. Recently, Mateo had to go on a rescue mission overseas, and bringing his inanimals was impossible. You thought he'd called to commiserate, but he was actually asking you to watch over them while he was gone. You have never felt more trusted or more loved. Mikey and his children spend their days together learning, laughing, and loving each other's company. The world is open and free for their futures. While it never replaced fiat currency, Monique's Pizzas ended up becoming a franchise that was sorely needed for America's ailing middle class. A large film distributor buys the rights to Nightmare's most popular films, setting about remaking them with massive budgets. Nightmare is so disgusted by the whole thing, she quits film, only coming out of retirement to help you decorate your yard for Halloween once a year. She volunteers at the senior center now. Many of them mistake her for an angel of death, but they love her all the same. Nightmare still drops by many nights, never failing to startle you as she materializes suddenly from the dark. But your sleep in her embrace is nothing but peaceful. After many record-breaking years of album releases and performances, Miranda Dulcita Tostadora launched her own label, Crispy Baby Records. She still sends you an advance copy of any album her label releases. She values your feedback above all others. The only problem is now everyone is aware of your love life. All her songs are about you. Parker's days of being an umpire add a powerful nobility to the profession. His steadfast regard for rules makes the players respect him, though his unpredictability makes them fear him. He's never been happier than when making a difficult call. You get together at random times to play erotic dice together, though you're never quite sure if he really loves you or if you're only one dice throw from him hating you forevermore. Penelope convinced her boss to invest in a struggling office supply retailer, insisting that computers will someday let us down or perhaps kill us all. The company has not gone under, yet. Penelope takes advantage of her boss's latest investment, proposing an office calendar filled with romantic motivational business quotes. She credits you with the idea and sends you love notes on torn-out pages from the calendar. Phoenicia's murals of positivity have adorned the sides of skyscrapers from Dublin to Dubai, bringing smiles to people all over. Her next project is to be even more fantastic and visible. Crop circles. She always wants to paint you to prove her love, but you always reply that love is best expressed by doing your favorite activity. Simply talking with each other. Chrissy still works for the Great Nations Park Service, but she has been promoted. Several times, in fact. She is now in charge of all the fieldwork for the MRC, the Mycelial Research Campaign. Chrissy studies mushrooms and has found them to be an endlessly fascinating and intricate celebration of life, death, and evolution itself. Rainey's run of talc was so successful that it got picked up for a sold-out stint on Broadway. Rainey left acting soon after the run, insisting that she'd rather go out on top and that she could never play another role with the same commitment and authenticity. Rainy's plays keep her busy, but she always finds time for you. She comes to see you as often as she can, bringing with her stories about show business and life on the road. She sings for you when she's in the mood, putting on fabulous world-class and personal performances. Graduates of Rebel's unincorporated charity home found their GPAs stunningly high, athletics through the roof, and more importantly, lots and lots of dates. The number of hate crimes around the world has gone down tremendously due to Reggie's tenacious tricksters. Groups are terrified of banana peels, hand buzzers, and whoopee cushions. River creates a candle she claims is your own unique mix of scents, and it proves to be quite popular. She sends you one of your own. It smells amazing, but does it smell like you? Who knows? River tries not to bring work home with her when she comes to see you, but she can't help herself. She loves testing scents against your skin and getting your thoughts on various scent combinations. She insists that your skin chemistry is just far superior to that of anyone else she works with. Rongo Maifenwa quickly worked her way up to management at the dairy farm. The freedom to give orders once more pleases her greatly, though she never misses a chance to play in the mud with the kids, both goat and human. Rongo Maifenwa stops by frequently with deliveries of ice cream and cheese, ready with some messy activity for the two of you. Most recently, she's got into making plaster molds of her own body, still fascinated by humanity's fragility and diversity. John Wick made a name for himself in the criminal underworlds of fine metal forgers around the country. No one dared to counterfeit anymore, so he took his finely tailored clothes to the public broadcasting system, where every week he gives appraisals of pewtered pots aplenty. So enamored of Dear John have you become, you suggest the ultimate vulnerability: adopting a dog together.
No!
John looks at you through grief-narrowed eyes and indicates that no, that would not be a good idea.
Good.
Skips gives you comps to every performance of every show. Some nights, as the lights go down and the play is about to start, you swear you can hear him whisper, "Luna Night." Is that the stage door, after the curtain comes down, is awash in fans waiting for the actors to emerge. You wait alone for the one slippery shadow who drifts through the crowd. To your eyes, the real star of any show. And he drifts right towards you, every time. Shelley finds a way to combine both her passions, putting on the library's first bodybuilding competition. The winner receives a $20 gift card to Beanbucks and all their library fines wiped out. The competition is a rousing success, going viral on social media and ensuring the library's funding remains secure for years to come. Of all the things Shelley lifts to stay in shape, you remain her favorite. She stops by the house frequently for bone-crushing hugs, basking in the positive glow your love provides. She's still getting used to letting go, even as a human, but you always make her feel safe. Sinclair, the proverbial philosopher king, led humanity into a new era of prosperity. When you ask him his secret during your candlelit nights together, he quietly responds, "Turtles. Turtles all the way down." Despite having disappeared off the grid after the thrilling and dangerous heist, you are still pleasantly surprised to receive anonymous postcards affectionately addressed to "My worthless little wretch." You're the only one who gets the address to whatever bunker she currently resides in. Stefan and Mr. Cluckles eventually become the faces of a successful artisan seaweed brand, though Stefan is rather miffed when he realizes that customers are more attached to Mr. Cluckles than to him. Stefan, of course, had no real reason to feel miffed. Mr. Cluckles is cute, but Stefan will always be the true hottie to you. He has burners, for God's sake. Stella brings a fresh perspective on streaming and brings in viewers by the millions each weeknight, though she knows that those viewer numbers could always be stepped up. Stepford frequently sends you motivational Monday texts, often at ungodly hours, with photos of himself working out, body paint and all.
Carpe that DM.
Telly is the most prolific blogger for Valdiviflix, having written reviews of just over 15,000 shows. All of them rhyme. From time to time, you check in on him in his screening room and talk long into the night about what he's watched. In all the years since Teddy has taken up residence at the Bean, the only thing that has changed in his life has been a very slight relocation of seats due to drafts. In addition to keeping busy with her localization work, Textbox-chan joins the board that governs the adoption of emojis for text messaging, the UI Code Consortium. Most recently, a pair of glasses suspiciously similar to the Dateviators have been added to your phone's keyboard. You can't help but smile fondly when you see them. Timmy's fame peaks when he's in a Super Bowl ad, making "Nya" a national catchphrase. His star drops precipitously a few months later, but he makes up the shortfall on a website that sells paid shoutouts and personalized videos from celebrities. Timmy's personalized videos are so popular, he manages to raise enough to purchase a home in your neighborhood. He doesn't visit as often as you'd like, but he does frequently leave decimated balls of yarn on your doorstep. Her performance at the dinner show got the attention of a recruiter, one who worked with an anti-whaling organization. Though she feared water, Titus decided there was no greater cause than to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. After a few months at sea, keeping the whales safe from the scourges of the ocean, she found her own ship attacked and wrecked, with 25 other crewmates adrift in a life raft. Her impressive resolve kept her crew alive, and most importantly, never once did they. Tyrell has since sold his business to his employees, but he can't stop himself from coming into work, if only to check in on his towel buddies. Von Trapp's business booms, then fades as he completely exterminates all the vermin in the city limits. He drives his panel truck around hoping to bring up business, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to work. He comes over occasionally to make sure there's no vermin incursion happening in your crawl space. But the last time he showed up, you surprised him with the world's biggest cheese plate. He'd deny it, but he teared up, and the two of you had a romantic, slightly smelly picnic. Whenever he visits Rongo Mai Fenwa on her dairy farm, she always makes it a point that she spend at least several days with him, alone. Wall, wall, wall. Wall, wall, wall. Wall, 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 wall. Wall, wall, wall. Wall. Wall, wall, wall. Wall, 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 wall. Willie is so successful as a consultant that she expands her business, hiring several of your former co-workers to continue the extensive cleanup required after the industry-wide haste to adopt AI. There's a deep satisfaction in knowing that Willie is now turning the tables on both of your behalf. Maybe there is some justice in this world after all. Willie invites you on the vacation of a lifetime, all expenses paid, care of Valdivian. There's something healing about being on a romantic getaway and knowing the massive bill will be sent to the soulless corporation that fired both of you. Winifred is in the process of expanding the Hot and Heady franchise to a second location. She is looking for partners to invest, hopefully a throuple. Though the two of you have some very steamy nights together, you always welcome the chance for another to join in on the action. Gwendolyn found that she was so good at discovering gossip that was true, she caught the attention of an intelligence service that shall not be named. She kept her TV show, but she also uncovered covert secrets. She's in talks for the rights to the movie dramatization of her life, though she's holding out for a better price for her bird friends. Zoe continues to love her life and her job as a paranormal facilitator. She's had a couple of close calls, but the majority of her ghostly clients are nervous, if ultimately grateful. Zoe is always happy to see you. Your house is, after all, the best place for miles to hold a successful seance. You do sometimes wish your house wasn't quite so haunted, but seeing Zoe makes it worth the bumps in the night. Skylar gets to work immediately on creating a new version of the Dateviators, one that everyone can use. The world seems to be full of these days of happy, realized people doing wild, magical things. Skylar visits you often for inspiration. She stares into your eyes deeply, gratified, saying that yours were the ones that made all of this possible. Your eyes. Kind, friendly, loving, sometimes even a little hateful, but ultimately the ones who listened the most, who trusted the most, who felt the most, and who defeated David the the most. Your eyes. Those beautiful eyes. The eyes of a true hero. Through your power, we can see that there was love always around us.
We finished State Everything. We beat the final boss who brought David and Franklin back together.
It's a crazy, crazy game. And when you're feeling all alone,
Alright, we're gonna do the right thing if we're gonna sit through this.
but you haven't got a clue. There's a world of love right next to you. No matter how you play, it will lead to a brand new day. You're gonna get swept away. Everything leads to love.
This was such a great experience.
It makes your heart beat day and night. If you feel a skip a beat when your eyes meet, you can take a chance, make a choice, listen to your inner voice. Everything's alright. No matter what you do to make your dreams come true, the choice is up to you. Everything leads to love. Everything leads to love. Everything leads to love. Cabinet, toaster, refrigerator. Everything leads to love. Smoke alone, you can date it. Everything leads to love. No matter what's on your mind. Everything leads to love. Whatever you're looking for, you can find. Everything leads to love. It's a crazy, crazy game. But no matter how you play, you're gonna get swept away. Welcome to a brand new day. Everything leads to love. Make your dreams come true. It's up to you. Everything leads to love. Yes, it does. No matter what you do, everything leads to love. No matter how you play, it'll be a brand new day. Come on, get swept away. Hey, come on, 'cause everything leads to love. Everything leads to love.
Oh wait, never mind.
You can date everything. You can date everything that you can find. You can date everything. You can date everything that you can find. You can date everything.
Definitely a much bigger team than I thought that it was going to be.
Everything that you can find. You can date everything. You can date everything that you can find.
set. I am stats level maxed out. Datables. 19 friendships, 76 lovers, 7 hates. 300 out of 409 datables found. 69 hours of playtime, bitch! Yes! Nothing could be better than that. Nothing could be better. Thank you for playing Day Everything. You have unlocked New Game Plus. This allows you to start a new game with all progress reset, except for collectibles, giving you the chance to collect all 409 New Game Plus is shown on the save icon. Would you like to start a new game now? Your progress will be saved. We'll start a new game later. That's it for tonight. Oh, all right. That was fun. That was Day Everything. I am not sure if we are going to do the other playthroughs yet, because I wasn't. I did not expect a full ending with like a complete whole ass epilogue there, but we shall see. I do know when we do go back on Monday, we're going to do the date sequences of Final Fantasy VII. Oh, well, that was great. All right, we're off to bed now. Good night, Mockingjay. Thanks again for this wonderful recommendation.